It's LSU. That's why I came here. You stare challenges in the face and you go do it.
1-1. Again, high and deep to left field, down the line towards the monster. It's gone.
What does that look like? Recruit, develop, win.
Big swing. Could it be? Will it be? It is. Tigers win. Tigers win 4-3.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air.
The pitch. Oh, strike three. Inside corner. Punched him out.
This is exclusive live coverage of Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Space hit into right. Coming in to score is Pearson. And the Tigers take a 10-9 lead. Hey now.
Brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The powerhouse of college baseball plays here. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Now for the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show. Cajun Country Rice. Rice from Louisiana farms to your table. Live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball starts now. From inside the booth with the call of the game, here is the voice of your Fighting Tigers, Chris Blair.
A warm Tuesday evening as we get set for the regular season finale here at Alex Box Stadium, as LSU will welcome in McNeese State, the Cowboys and Tigers getting together before LSU heads off for the final SEC weekend of the year on the road at Athens against the Georgia Bulldogs. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair along with Tiger champion Doug Thompson. Our straw stirring the drink back in the Capital One studio. Miss Alondra Villarreal welcoming you to Skip Bertman Field inside Alex Box Stadium on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge for tonight's play-by-play story. LSU leads this overall series with McNeese, 32 wins to 12 losses. Tigers posted a 6-3 win over the Cowboys last season here at the Box. Tigers have won 14 of its past 17 games against the Cowboys. Tigers had won 11 straight, but the teams have now split the last 6 meetings. LSU, of course, had to use just about every arm at their disposal on Sunday in the tough loss in extra innings to Mississippi State, where the Bulldogs took 2 of 3 from the number 2 team in the land. They come in number 5 ranked this week, and LSU will go with Blake Money, the junior right-hander, a 5.14 ERA, 1-0 on the year. He's making just his second start of the season. For McNeese, they will throw Derek Cherry, a senior right-hander with a 5.09 ERA. He's making his 10th start of the year with a record of 3-2. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. We get the final regular season home game here at Alex Box Stadium. It's McNeese, it's LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply. Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Getting you ready for the first pitch of LSU Baseball. We continue on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Back here at the box, LSU versus McNeese. Time for Talking with Tigers, joined now by LSU catcher Alex Milazzo. Alex, first of all, I want to say congratulations. I know your graduation is coming up very soon. Just your thoughts on what that means to you to have earned your college degree here while playing baseball.
Yeah, you know, first and foremost, I'm super thankful to this university. Without this university, we don't get to play baseball here. So it's taught me a lot, and to have that LSU on my degree means a lot to me, being a hometown kid, and for me to be able to graduate here and play baseball here, I'm beyond thankful.
Of course, now this is a very exciting time of the year. You guys have finished up the semester, of course. Last midweek game of the year at Georgia, then on to the SEC tournament and the postseason. Just your thoughts on how this team shapes up heading into this very important time of the year.
Yeah, I think we're all super excited to have the opportunity to compete against Georgia coming up and then move on to the SEC tournament. But first and foremost, we got to take care of business here before we hit the road. And I think everybody's super excited about moving along to postseason.
Your thoughts about how this team can bounce back. Tough weekend with Mississippi State. Just give us your impression of the character of this team and rebounding from a tough loss.
Yeah, you can either sit there and hold your head about losing a game or losing a series, or you can look at it as a positive way and learn and grow as a team. And I think it's made us hungrier, and we definitely, we got back and we're working on things. Guys are improving every single day, so I think this team's in the right place.
So tonight, Alex, you'll have the opportunity to catch at the beginning of the game. Blake Money will be the starting pitcher. Blake, of course, a veteran guy, a lot of ability, a lot of talent. Just talk about what he brings to the team and what you hope to see from him tonight.
Yeah, Blake's going to do awesome tonight, man. He's super prepared, super focused, super motivated. And tonight I expect him to get out on that mound and fill up the strike zone and put a lot of pressure on their offense. And then whoever rolls in behind him, I think Blake's going to set the standard, and that's how it's going to be from there. And just one guy after the next, no matter if we use 3, 4 guys or 9 guys to get through this game. I expect everybody to come in with the right mindset, compete. And I know I'll be right there with them, catching all those guys, and our defense is going to be there with them. And, I expect a clean game tonight and guys to come in and compete and get in that strike zone early and often.
All right, Alex, greatly appreciated. Good luck tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alex Milazzo with us, talking with Tigers. We got a lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
This is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
We are back on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show with LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the way. First, time to take a trip around the SEC on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hard to believe the final week of regular season play, final home game here at the Box in the regular season. McNeese and LSU getting together with first pitch coming up just after 6:30. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake proud to be the championship health partner of LSU. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. Let's take a look around the SEC, headed into the final weekend of action. What's happening in non-conference play? Well, around the SEC, presented by Visit Baton Rouge. We're ready. Are you? With that, once again to my left, Tiger champion Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, there's several games on the schedule, but 3 have canceled. Austin Peay was supposed to play at Oxford. They canceled. Jacksonville State and Auburn will not play tonight. Indiana State and Missouri also canceled. So that's about it. Western Carolina is supposed to be at Georgia this afternoon. Belmont is at Tennessee. That game's currently underway, actually. North Alabama's at Mississippi State. Charlotte will be at South Carolina. Middle Tennessee State is on the road at Vanderbilt. And, of course, McNeese is here at LSU. I mentioned some scores and games have already been underway. 2 are in rain delays, though. Belmont and Tennessee are paused right now. Tennessee's leading that game 3-0, and then Georgia is also in a rain delay with Western Carolina. Georgia leads that game 3-1 in Athens. One other game will throw the first pitch about any time now, in the next couple minutes at least, and that is South Carolina, who's hosting Charlotte tonight. So that's the only games we see here online. There's another game or 2 added to the paper schedule. We'll see what ends up who ends up playing tonight. Looking at the standings coming into this final weekend of SEC play, and we'll break this down throughout the course of this game, of course. We'll look at the Eastern Division first. Florida's the new leader. They're 18-9 in SEC play. Vanderbilt is now 17-10 after being swept on the road this weekend in Gainesville. South Carolina's 15-11. Kentucky is 15-12. Tennessee's 14-13. And Missouri and Georgia have matching 10-17 records at the bottom of the Eastern Division. Looking at the West now, Arkansas leads the way by a game and a half over LSU. The Hogs with a 19-8 record. Your Tigers 17-9. Auburn crept out of they're now one game over 500. They're 14-13. Alabama is now 13-14. Texas A&M is 12-15 heading into the final weekend of play. Mississippi State is 8-19, and Ole Miss is 6-21. Looking ahead at this weekend's matchups, you will have LSU, of course, at Georgia. Florida will be on the road at Kentucky. Ole Miss will be at Alabama. Arkansas, that's the one we really need to drop at least 2 games, if not all 3, has a tough opponent on the road at Vanderbilt. Missouri will be at Auburn. Texas A&M will be in Starkville to play the Dogs. And finally, Chris, Tennessee will travel to South Carolina.
Thank you, Doug. That's Around the SEC, presented by Visit Baton Rouge. Fans have the right equipment. Take on any job linked to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, at sunequip.com. We'll continue with more. Take a look at the starting pitchers in tonight's game between McNeese and LSU. It's coming your way next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details. Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Leading you up to first pitch of LSU Baseball. Back with more on the Cajun Country Rice On Deck Show. Time to break down the game's starting pitchers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU hosting McNeese tonight here at the box. First pitch coming up just after 6:30. Tiger fans, remember, all LSU Sports Radio Network broadcasts stream for free at lsusports.net. And, of course, you can take us with you by simply downloading your LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. Find the app for free in the iTunes Store and Google Play. LSU Sports mobile app presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Let's take a look at tonight's starting pitchers. With that, once again, here's Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, we'll start off with the visitor. It's going to be Derek Cherry, the senior. He's 6'1", 185 pounds. He's a transfer out of the University of Houston. This will be his 10th start of the year. He's actually made 13 appearances. His ERA is 5.09 coming into tonight. He's got a 3-2 record. In 40 2/3 innings of work, he's allowed 29 hits, 23 earned runs. He has 26 walks and 37 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting .204 off of Cherry. And for the Tigers, they're going to send Blake Money out for his second start of the year. This will be his 16th overall appearance. The junior has compiled a 5.14 ERA. He's 1-0 in 28 innings of work this year. He's allowed 23 hits, 16 earned runs. He has 10 walks and 24 strikeouts, and opponents are hitting .228. Key to the game for the Tigers, Chris, I think this goes without saying. Strikes, and more strikes. How soon can you throw them? How often can you throw them? We've got to try to limit the free passes, because with this juggernaut of an offense the Tigers have, the one thing that could be the kryptonite is a pitching staff that can't keep runners off a base for free.
All right, the starting pitchers again, senior Derek Cherry, a right-hander for the Cowboys, junior right-hander Blake Money for your Tigers. We'll continue with more. A visit with head coach Jay Johnson right after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is Richard Zuslaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit SolarSupplyLuxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
The LSU Tigers excel due to great preparation, talent, and execution. Those same principles are what make National Trench Safety the leader in the trench safety equipment industry. National Trench Safety is recognized across the country as the trench and traffic safety specialist, supporting the equipment rental and engineering needs for the refining, chemical, pipeline, power, transportation, and municipal market. Visit ntsafety.com today for more details. Remember, if it's in the trench, over the trench, or around the trench, National Trench Safety has you covered. Go Tigers!
Tigers are your team, and Super One Foods is your grocery store. They offer super low prices from the moment you walk in their door, starting with the hottest deals on their famous wall of values. You'll get super savings on fresh produce, meat cut fresh daily, and all of your favorite brands throughout the store. Shop Super One Foods online or in store for super low prices on game day and every day. Go Tigers and go Super One Foods.
This is Richard Zuslaw, CEO of Acadian Ambulance Service. On behalf of all the Acadian employee owners, please be careful while driving. Always use your seatbelt and never text and drive.
As we continue on the Cajun Country Rice on Deck Show, it's time to visit with the top Tiger. This visit with LSU skipper Jay Johnson, presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU Athletics, on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, chance to get back out on the diamond. I know the guys are ready to do so, but it is a busy week, tight week for you. You got McNeese coming in tonight, final regular season game here at the box, and then on the road to Georgia. But I know the guys are concentrating on the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, we're excited to get back out on the field. We've had a lot of success at home this year. Want to finish the home schedule the right way. We came a little short of winning all the series at home by losing the series last weekend, but been pretty successful and want to finish up the regular season at home that way.
I know talking to you last night, you said, hey, look, we had a lot of guys go out there on the mound for us over the weekend, certainly on Sunday. You're going to probably have to use a bunch of guys. They'll all have to have kind of some short outings. I know that's probably been the concentration for you and Coach Johnson the last couple hours.
Yeah, Blake Money is going to start. We're actually going to let him go as long as he's getting people out, see if we can get him to extend a little bit. And then, yeah, there's a grouping of like 8 or 9 guys that we're going to need to be able to finish up the game and go out there and give us a one-shot deal.
I think I know the answer to this, but it is the final week. It is a quick turnaround. You'll travel tomorrow, go to Athens, big weekend coming up against the Bulldogs. Anything different going into this final week? Any different message to the guys, or just go out and do what you've been doing?
Yeah, no, we need to get better on the mound, out of the bullpen. And so today, Coach West runs all of that stuff. I met with him, and I talked about 2 things of being incredibly ready to get the first hitter out. Because when we're making a change, we're making it with the first hitter that they're facing in mind. And so how can they be a little bit better in terms of getting themselves ready to roll as far as what they're doing in the pen to come in the game and execute right away. And then the second thing is when something goes bad, just keep it small, because with our offense, we're going to score. And so getting over a failure, whatever that is, giving up a hit, a bad play, a bad umpire call with a tight strike zone, they have to do a better job of getting past those things. So that was kind of the message with that. With the hitters, it's being really disciplined in our approach. The arm that we're facing, Derek Cherry's got a good arm, good fastball, has some abilities, old guys, a 5th-year senior. So we're going to get their best shot. They're going to come to play, and we're going to have to play well to win.
Once again, a team real quickly, Coach, that loves to use their speed, unlike some teams you've seen this year. And it seems to me you've always told me, hey, the leadoff man becomes important. Otherwise, they get to do what they want to do.
Yeah, that's the key. You got to get the leadoff guy out. And the good thing about Blake is he throws a lot of strikes, or has thrown a lot of strikes recently. So make them hit their way on base. And then we got to control the ball, vary our looks. Control the ball with the bunt game, vary our looks and our timing to the plate with the running game. Got Alex Milazzo catching tonight. He does a great job throwing. So going to have to play sound defense because they'll put pressure on you if you don't. All
right, Coach. Well, looking forward to it. Final night of the regular season. Much more to come here, though, at the box here in 2023. Get after them.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We get ready for McNeese and LSU. Starting lineups coming your way next, and then first pitch right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, hon. What you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athletes for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes,
LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
First pitch of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is just moments away. Time now for the starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Proudly helping Louisiana business stay clean, safe, and ready for the workday for over 40 years. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tonight's game brought to you by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU: Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Coca-Cola, People's Health, and Hancock Whitney. Let's take a look at the Cintas starting lineup. First for the Cowboys of McNeese, 32-18 on the season. They are 12-12 in Southland Conference play. They'll lead it off with Braden Duhan, a right fielder, a junior hitting .277. Peyton Harden will follow him. The center fielder will bat second, a senior hitting .284. Josh Leslie will be at shortstop. He'll bat third for the Cowboys. Another senior batting .308. Trey Obregon III will be the DH. He'll be in the cleanup spot. A very veteran team, as Jay Johnson just mentioned in the interview. A senior batting .304. Another senior, Brad Burkell, will be at second base. He'll bat fifth. Brayley Hollins will play first base and bat sixth. Cooper Hext, a junior, will be in left field batting seventh. Taylor Darden, batting eighth, will play third base. A senior hitting .238. And Andrew Gonzalez, a junior, will bat ninth. He's the catcher for the Cowboys. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 39-12. They are 17-9 in SEC action. Gavin Dugas will start it off once again. The senior hitting .310 will be at second base. Junior Trey Morgan will be in left field. He'll bat second. Dylan Cruz in center batting third with a .445 average on the year. Tommy White will bat cleanup. The sophomore hitting .396 with 18 home runs to lead the Tigers. Cade Beloso will be the DH tonight. He'll bat fifth. Hayden Travinsky will get the start playing at first base tonight. The junior hitting .436, been red hot here of late. Braden Jobert will be in right field batting seventh. Jordan Thompson will be your shortstop batting eighth. And Alex Milazzo getting the start catching behind the plate. And Milazzo batting .333. That's a look at the Cintas starting lineup. That means first pitch coming up. McNeese and LSU here at the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Straddling the mighty Mississippi between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Ascension Parish is Louisiana's sweet spot for a perfect weekend stopover, shop over, stay. Shop at Tanger Outlet's 60-plus designer and brand name stores. Tour fabulous Homa's House, Mansion, and Gardens. Visit Sugarfilled Spirits Distillery, known for its unique spirits, wines, and ciders made from real local ingredients and flavors, or so many other interesting nearby attractions. Just a half hour east of Baton Rouge's Tiger Stadium and 1 hour west of New Orleans. Ascension Parish, your Baton Rouge to New Orleans stopover, shop over spot. For more info, visit LASweetspot.com.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
17 SEC championships.
The Flash 5 R's in the pitch.
34 NCAA tournament appearances.
Swung on the hit the right field. That's way back there. Way back there.
18 trips to Omaha. 6 national titles. The powerhouse of college baseball. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Tuesday evening, Tiger fans. Welcome in. Final regular season home game for your Fighting Tigers of LSU. The Cowboys from McNeese make their way over from Lake Charles. A little threat of weather earlier this afternoon, but went through quickly. We had a lightning delay at about 4:30 today just to keep everybody off the field, but that has bypassed, and right now blue skies, a few clouds in the sky. Otherwise, a beautiful night for college baseball as the Tigers wrap up their regular season home schedule, finish up the regular season overall coming up this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in a matchup in Athens against the Georgia Bulldogs. McNeese State still certainly in the hunt for a Southland Tournament championship. Only a couple of games back. Of course, their Southland schedule already behind them. They'll take on Miami of Ohio coming up this weekend. Some other Southland teams will be battling in Southland Conference play. But again, it's a matchup between two in-state schools. Jay Johnson talks about it all the time. One of the things he learned from Skip Bertman and Paul Maneri, the fact that these kids that come in from Nichols, Louisiana Lafayette, McNeese, Southeastern, a lot of them played with the Louisiana boys from LSU, and certainly a chance to come into the box and show the world what they can do. Along with our producer, Alondra Villarreal, and Tiger champion Doug Thompson, I'm Chris Blair. Happy you could join us on the LSU Sports Radio Network and on the SEC Network Plus. And Doug, you know much better than I that when these games come in, you got to be ready. You're going to get the best shot from the Cowboys, and it's one of those that when the schedule comes out, they will circle indeed when they're coming to play at the box.
It's one of the things they look forward to the most. A lot of these guys were overlooked. A lot of these guys wanted to play for LSU their whole life. So it's a special night for a lot of people to be able to see them play on this field because it's such a special place in Louisiana.
Blake Money gets the start tonight. Braden Duhan to lead it off, and the first pitch for Money fouled down the line into the seats in left. Time of first pitch 6:32, and we are underway. Game time weather report brought to you by AccuTip. Again, another warm day here in the capital city. First the 0-1 to Duhan, a strike at the letters. Money gets ahead 0-2. Again, we had some clouds move around and nearby campus, but not much to show for it. 82 degrees currently. Again, partly sunny skies as we head towards the sunset. There's a called strike three at the belt, and Blake Money can't start much better than that.
Nope.
3 pitches, and he gets his first Super One Food strikeout. One away here in the top of the first inning. Jay Johnson telling us that Blake Money going to go a little bit, see if they can get some distance out of him. Again, he's had a couple of good outings here over the last couple of times out on the mound. Looking to continue that here. Not a bad way to start it. And we'll now see Peyton Harden, the center fielder, another left-hander at the plate. And there's a strike at the belt, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's an open audition for that third starting role, really. I mean, it has been since opening weekend when you think about it.
Harden awaits, and the 0-1. Misses high and outside. That'll make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
The fastball's up there 94, 95 miles an hour so far from Blake Money.
Harden, part of the preseason All-Southland team. First team selection. There's a breaking ball from Money. Make it 1-2. Actually led the Southland Conference last year in both batting average and hits. Batted .378 for the season. Finished with 85 hits in 2022, his redshirt junior year. Behind in the count here, Money fires the 1-2, and it's fouled back into the screen. Keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Milazzo behind the plate. Money ready to fire. The 1-2 just reaches out with a soft swing to second base. Mishandled initially by Dugas, but the throw gets over to Travinsky in time for out number 2.
I think they might should.
It's close.
Yeah, I probably want to review that one. And we have that this game, right? Still video reviews. That was close. I mean, I'm glad it was called an out. Don't get me wrong, but that little bobble cost Dugas some time, and close.
So with 2 down, top of the first, Josh Leslie comes to the plate. First right-hander Money will face, and the pitch a little too far inside. It's 1-0 with the breaking ball. Leslie, a senior. A lot of seniors in this lineup. As Jay Johnson mentioned, this McNeese team, very veteran. The 1-0. Again, off speed. This time caught the inside corner. Evens it up 1-1. As he put it, they're an old team in the best way possible.
Yeah. There's 5 seniors in the starting lineup, and that starting pitcher's also a senior.
2 outs, the 1-1. Little chopper. Has to wait on the high chop. Thompson fields it at short. Tough throw to first. Travinsky cannot glove it. Hit him in the glove, but pops out.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough play all the way around. I didn't really expect Thompson to be able to get rid of it that quick, and he did. And I think the throw actually beat the runner, but as you said, partner, just popped right in and out. That high chop, though, put Thompson in a spot.
Travinsky getting the start at first base tonight. Of course, had been platooning with Milazzo behind the plate, so
we're going to give that an E3.
Yep. So with the runner on, Money going to toss over to keep an eye on Leslie, who got aboard with 2 outs after Money off to a great start. He'll try to put that behind him, put that miscue in the rearview mirror, and go after Obregon the third, the DH for the Cowboys, another left-hander in this lineup. Here's a chopper, this time towards the first baseman. Travinsky takes it on the small hop. He will glove it, step on the bag unassisted for out number 3. No runs, no hits. 1 error by the Tigers and 1 man left on. We're scoreless after a half inning. LSU coming to the plate for the first time tonight. Dugas, Morgan, and Cruz. When we continue, this is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good start for Blake Money on the mound. Costly error on Travinsky at first. Otherwise, very clean inning, but it's scoreless. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Leading things off will be Gavin Dugas, followed by Trey Morgan and Dylan Cruz. Interesting note tonight coming into this game. Todd Politz, who we talk about a lot, kind of the care keeper, if you will, of the records, especially LSU baseball, says that this is game number 4,500 in recorded history of LSU baseball, and he qualifies that because recorded history. He has spent quite a bit of time over the last several months and years, actually, going back trying to track down every single game played by the Tigers on the diamond. First pitch to Dugas, misses low and inside. It's ball 1-0. Gavin on the year batting .310. Went 5 for 13 this past weekend against the Bulldogs in that series loss. There's a strike from Cherry, fastball at 94, and it's 1-1.
4,500 games.
1-1. Just missed the outside corner. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike. In fact, he solicited some help from Twitterverse today. I'll tell you about it after this 2-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball across the plate. Dugas acknowledges that. It's 2-2. He's looking to know if anybody has details on a game at Texas in May of 1898. Here's a ground ball foul down the third base line, and it's 2-2.
You mean 1998?
No,
I think that's when we played Texas.
No, this is 1898.
130 years they've been playing baseball here. And what's pretty cool about that, let this pitch go.
2-2. Two guys swings, pops it up, shallow center field. Coming in and moving over to his left, Peyton Harden. Able to get to it for out number one, and two guys retired.
And as far as we know, as far as Todd Politz knows, which is about as much info as anyone else has, we're seeing some guys have seasons this year that we've never seen in the history of the program. The rate of which Tommy White is driving in runs and Paul Skeens is striking batters out is unmatched.
Trey Morgan stands in. The first pitch from Cherry. Fastball, but missed a little low and outside. It's 1-0. Morgan, a .316 hitter on the year. Really had a solid weekend both at the plate and certainly in the field. There's a strike to make it 1-1. Overall for the weekend, Trey batted .286, went 4 for 14 with 5 runs scored. A couple of home runs. There's a strike at the knee, surprises Trey, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball from Cherry. Just caught that inner half. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, but the ball got away from Gonzalez. It'll roll all the way to the side wall near the first base dugout, and Morgan will reach safely to first.
That's a tough break for Cherry, who's got some good stuff right now. I mean, you saw that at bat right there with Trey Morgan. And Dugas had all he could handle as well. Cherry's fastball's in there 93, 94 miles an hour. He's got a good slider. He's a senior, so there's some battle scars out there too.
So Morgan aboard after striking out, but the wild pitch allows him to reach. Now we'll see Dylan Cruz. First pitch to Dylan. Foul, a bouncer down the third base line, and it's 0-1. Dylan went 3 for 11 against the Bulldogs this past weekend, but the good news is those 3 came on Sunday. Cruz awaits. Cherry from the stretch fires, and a swing and a miss. 0-2. Not much wind to speak of at the moment here at the box. Sunshine about 75-78% of the field at the moment. Here's a swing and another slow bouncer to the third base dugout. Still 0-2 the count to Dylan.
Well, what makes it tough right now is that pitcher's mound. Half of it's in the sun. Right about where the pitcher's foot lands is in the shade. So where the ball is released, it's bright white, and then it turns to a little bit darker shade of white.
The 0-2. Fastball just missed inside. Good eye by Cruz. Stayed away. Works the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And I guess what I'm saying is it's hard enough to hit without the shadows.
1 out. Morgan at first. The 1-2 to Cruz. Ground ball, short hop. It comes off the heel of the glove by Harden. Picked up by Leslie. Out of the air, the shortstop, but he'll have no play. He'll put it in his pocket. Dylan Cruz smokes it down the line at third. Runners now first and second with just 1 out in the bottom of the first inning.
It'll be an interesting decision here on the scorekeeper. I mean, I'm not writing it down yet because I think that could go either way. That ball had a little bit extra gravy on it. And it would have been tough for a lot of third basemen to make that play.
Speaking of third baseman, here comes Tommy White. And Cherry will face the RBI leader in the country with runners first and second, 1 out. First pitch goes opposite field, right center field. Duhan on the run at the track, at the wall, reaches up, can't hold on, comes off the wall. Morgan around third, he will score. Cruz on his way in, the throw is there, and Dylan will be out at home plate. But the Tigers do play to run here as Tommy White again going oppo. Near just mere feet from getting it over the fence in right center, but comes off the top of the wall. Credited with yet another RBI, and the Tigers take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I've lost count of how many balls Tommy White's hit off the wall in the last 3 or 4 games. It seems like 4 or 5. Another ball just scorched out to that right center gap. So they will award that an error on Cruz, so he'll reach on an E5.
We'll see Cade Beloso. The first pitch from Cherry misses low.
I don't know about you, but I was glad to see Dylan Cruz pull up on that slide. He almost slid in there, and that would have been a pretty nasty collision.
I think everybody agrees with you. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, off speed. Beloso out in front, and it's one ball and one strike.
I just exhaled over here to be able to make that comment because it did not look good from where we were sitting. The catcher had the ball. Cruz was still 8 to 10 feet away from home plate.
White at second base with 2 outs, and this pitch just off the outside corner, make it 2-1. So again, White picks up the double, scores Morgan. Cruz, of course, out at home to record the second out of the inning. Beloso, a 2-1 count. Pitch on its way to the left-hander. Here's a bouncing ground ball towards second, picked up by Burkell. He will throw a little off the mark, but held on to by Braley Hollins for out number 3. But the Tigers get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error committed by the Cowboys, and 1 man left on. 1-0 after an inning of play. LSU leads. Back after this is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Excuse me, do you know the average time of one full inning at an LSU baseball game?
10 minutes. Half an hour?
I think 45 minutes. Actually, one inning in baseball lasts about 20 minutes. Any idea how long it takes to complete a mortgage application?
I'm going to go with an hour and a half. I think it's about 2 hours.
Probably a couple days.
Actually, at Assurance Financial, you can apply for a mortgage in less time than 1 inning. Wow. Find out more. Visit them at AssuranceMortgage.com. That's AssuranceMortgage.com. Equal housing opportunity. NMLS number 70876.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
1-0 LSU leads here on this Tuesday night. Tigers back out on the diamond. Top of the second inning. Leading things off, Brad Burkell, the second baseman. Another lefty in this lineup as Monty fires. And the 0-1. Miss a tad high, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tommy White again delivers. Double off the wall in right center. Scores Morgan.
Yeah.
Gives the Tigers a 1-0 early lead in this one. The 1-1. Short of the plate from Money, 2-1.
And that gives Tommy 85 RBIs, which I believe ties him for 6th all-time with a good buddy of mine, Wes Grisham, who had 85 RBIs back in 1989. Money finds the outside corner to make it 2-2. Think about that, though. 1989 is the last time a guy had 85 RBIs, and Tommy White's there with some meat on the bone in this season.
Swing and a miss. Blake Money again with the fastball a little up. Gets his Super One Foods second strikeout of the game. And Jay Johnson saying, hey, we're going to let him go if he can record out, stay efficient. So far, so good. 1 away with Burkell retired. That brings up Braley Hollins, the first baseman. The young guy in this lineup, the freshman, though, batting .340 on the year. Bats from the right side, tries to catch on a fastball from Money. Can't do so, and it's 0-1. Infield playing straight up here to the right-handed hitter. 54th plate appearance of the year for the freshman. Breaking ball in the outside corner, and Money dealing. It's 0-2.
Yeah, I see you out there, Blake Money.
Ready to work. The 0-2. Outside, hard breaking ball. Plated, or blocked up, I should say, by Milazzo.
A non-ball. That's what Coach Burtman used to call the pitch that's not close to what you're trying to do.
There's
Nice
a
pitch
swing
there.
and a miss. Chase one a little off the plate. Did Hollins. And just like that, back-to-back punch-outs. Third strikeout of the night, 2 gone. And now we'll see Cooper Hex, the left fielder, a junior, hitting .275. Again, Jay Johnson said it repeatedly yesterday, last night, again today before the game. Keeping leadoff men off base against a team like McNeese is key. Again, they can change a lot of things once they get on there. They use their speed. One of the top base stealing teams in the Southland Conference, as that pitch missed outside, and it's 1-0. Hex, the left-hander, swings, chases this one, comes up empty. 1 ball, 1 strike. McNeese, 110 stolen bases on the year. There's the 1-1. Ground ball and a base hit. Bounces by Travinsky, makes its way into right field. Wide turn taken by Hex, but he'll put on the brakes, head back to first with a 2-out single. In the first inning, 2 outs for money, and then an error allowed a runner aboard. This time 2 outs by way of strikeout. And then just a solid base hit off the bat of Hex gets a runner aboard.
Yeah, the 2 things that'll really make things easier for you as a pitcher is, 1, try to get that leadoff runner out, have at least an out. And 2, try to get ahead with your first or second pitch.
Throw over to keep an eye on Hex. He's back safely. Hex 12 of 13 in stolen bases. Money's pitch to the right-hander. Ground ball towards third. The short hop gets away from Tommy White. Glove by Thompson. He will try to fire over to first, but could not get the speedy Darden down the line. So tough short hop on White. Went straight up off of his glove. Thompson made a valiant effort.
They're going to give that another error on the Tiger defense. This one be on Tommy White, and I think he would agree that he probably should have made that play.
Time called. 2 outs, runners first and second here with LSU leading 1-0. But a meeting out on the mound here is infield along with Blake Money and Milazzo.
Yeah, it's just a talk because that one down in the bullpen.
A reminder to get low rate long-term financing right now on powerful Kubota tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Visit LSUKubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota today. So after 2 strikeouts, McNeese with a base hit to right, an error on White at third base, runners first and second, down a run, 1-0. And the bottom of the order, Andrew Gonzalez to the plate, batting .223. Pitch to the right-hander, misses high, ball 1. Hext with the single, stands down at second. Darden on the airs at first base. A 1-0 pitch. Going to miss, not by much, but it makes it 2-0.
It's starting off with a couple breaking balls to the 9-hole hitter. Hitting .223, I don't know. I like that 94-mile-an-hour fastball.
2-0 delivery. Swing and a miss. Well, that one at 93 did the trick, 2-1. Runners take their lead, first and second. Money looks in. Looks back to second one more time. Now from the stretch, the 2-1. Hit foul into the screen above the first base dugout. That'll even the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now you have to execute this pitch.
Two on, 2 out, the 2-2. Missed outside. Off-speed pitch. Leaning in was Gonzalez, but not willing to chase. It'll fill the count 3-2.
Non-ball means non-competitive pitch. It's a pitch that right there, he's trying to throw that exact pitch, but right behind home plate, over the plate, just fallen into the dirt, but that one started on the outside corner and ended in the left-handed batter's box.
So now a payoff pitch. Runners go, and this one fouled back into the screen by Gonzalez. This is the 16th appearance on the year for Money. Again, his second start. Mentioned he's had a couple of good outings here of late. Pitched pretty well on Sunday against Mississippi State. Only pitched an inning and a third.
If there was any pitcher I would have thought maybe he pulled a little too soon, I think it might have been Blake Money, for me at least, in that Sunday game.
Payoff pitch, breaking ball misses down and away, and the number 9 hitter Gonzalez will earn the walk. That's going to load the bases now with 2 outs, and it gets the Cowboys back to the top of the order, and Braden Duhon.
And all 4 sliders there on the balls to that 9-hole hitter, none of them close to the strike zone.
Money's gone 3 2/3 innings twice this year, way back in March against Central Arkansas on the 21st. Went 3 2/3 against Northwestern State last week. 2 outs, bases loaded. Duhon, little chopper, right of the mound, picked up by Money, and a race to first, and he wins the race. Duhon out for the 3rd out of the inning. So Money showing the athleticism there. Keeps it a 1-0 LSU lead as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. As McNeese threatens but comes up empty. Tigers will send to the plate Travinsky, Jobert, and Thompson. 6, 7, and 8 when we continue. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that our daughters have what they need to grow and learn. But that isn't the case for nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. that struggle with hunger.
Childhood hunger is a heartbreaking reality that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and provides it to families and children in need.
You can help kids in need in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the 2nd inning, LSU leading McNeese 1-0. Hayden Travinsky will lead it off, followed by Braden Jobert and Jordan Thompson. 6, 7, and 8 facing Derek Cherry for McNeese. Travinsky stands in, batting .436 on the season. Cherry
hit by pitch.
Brings the pitch inside. Travinsky maybe got a piece of the uniform, so immediately home plate umpire Jordan Alvarado says hit by pitch, send Hayden down to first base. So the leadoff man aboard in quick fashion here to start the bottom of the 2nd. Tigers 111 hit by pitches on the year. And now we'll see Braden Jobert. Jobert went 4 for 10, batted an even .400 this past weekend.
Drove in 7 runs.
First delivery from Cherry misses low. Could certainly be a big factor if the consistency starts to hit for Braden down the stretch here.
Oh, yeah. It would almost make this lineup, egregious at that point.
The 1-0. Did he go around? Alvarado says yes, and it's 1-1. Well, you can certainly see just in this lineup tonight, Jared Jones, the freshman who's had a sensational first year here at LSU, struggling a little bit at the plate, so getting the night off, at least up to this point in the starting lineup, as this pitch down low and in the dirt, blocked up by the catcher Gonzalez, and it's 2-1 to Jobert. But you see Braden, who's hitting the ball well. We mentioned Hayden Travinski. Have those guys toward the back of the order with already Dugas, Morgan, Cruz, White to start things off. 2-1 pitch. Oh, trying to paint that outside corner, just missed those Cherry. Now it's 3-1.
Yeah, I saw Paul Skeens and Tommy White both picked up National Players of the Week honors. I feel like Skeens has won that like 7 of 10 weeks.
Runner goes on the 3-1 pitch. It's low and away. Travinski will get into second, and Jobert will walk down to first on the walk. So now LSU, with nobody out, has runners first and second. Yeah, Tommy White, hard to not give him an award when you go 571 over the weekend, not to mention the action in the midweek, really every week so far this season. And as you mentioned, Paul Skeens, 15 strikeouts against Auburn the week prior, and then 13 strikeouts, just sheer domination in game one in that 12-1 run rule victory. Showing bunt, pulling it back is going to be Thompson. Pitch misses outside for ball 1, 1-0. And ironically enough, Skeens goes a complete game, his first of the year, with those 13 strikeouts. And then Tommy White walks off the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 7th with yet another home run.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's a shame you've got the National Players of the Week and you don't win the series.
Showing bunt again, trying to pull back, but a pitch on the inside corner will even it up now to Thompson. 1 ball, 1 strike. So nobody out, runners first and second. First 2 offerings. Thompson trying to lay down the bunt, looks back into the dugout. Jay Johnson gives him the sign. We'll see what he does here. Again squares, and this time lays one softly in front of home plate. Who's going to pick it up? It will be the catcher. The throw to first just beats out Thompson, but not by much. Very close to picking up a bunt for a single that time. He does the job, moves runners second and third, but it was a beauty. Just caught the baseball, laid it softly in front of home plate.
Yeah, I mean, he literally couldn't have placed it there any better, and what a tremendous play there by Gonzalez, who popped out quick, immediately took control, and threw a BB of a strike down the line. And you also have to tip your hat a little bit to Hollins, the first baseman, because we know that sun is awful right now on that right field side.
So that brings LSU to the bottom of the order. Alex Milazzo will stand in. 2 runners in scoring position with the Tigers already up 1-0. Milazzo batting .333. 70th plate appearance on the season. He shows bunt, and this one's going to get away. Didn't make contact. Gonzalez lost it. Travinski will come in to score. So the Cowboys give the Tigers a run there. Milazzo trying to drag it down the first base line, didn't make contact, and again Gonzalez having to slide to his right, just couldn't glove it, and LSU will take advantage, make it 2-0.
I feel like we saw that pitch, I don't know, a dozen times a game this weekend on both sides, Mississippi State and LSU. It seems like we saw so many times the catchers make that backhanded Olay pick out of the opposite batter's box. I remember specifically one block that saved the game in the bottom of the 9th, and it was either Saturday or Sunday's game.
Jobert advances to third, so with just 1 out. Runner 90 feet away. Milazzo still at the plate. Chance to add to his RBI total of 14 on the year, and he fouls this one out of play right side. Falls behind in the count 1-2. Fair to say the catchers for both teams this weekend had their work cut out for them. 1 out. Here's the 1-2. Chopper towards third, and it will bounce foul. In fact, Hayden Travinski, Jay Johnson told me last night on his weekly radio show on Sunday, got a little heat sick. And actually, that was the reason he was replaced with Milazzo. Got a little sick. Had a brief fainting spell in the dugout. Here's the 1-2. Check swing, and down the line, it's foul, first base side. Keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No, that heat and humidity here is real. I mean, I could tell you stories back from the regionals and when I played with guys having to jump in, 55-gallon drums of just ice and water in between games. Guys going into full body cramps in the middle of games. I mean, it gets real here around this time of year.
The 1-2 swung on by Milazzo. It'll find the seats down the line in right. Well, you remember Dakota Jordan, left fielder for Mississippi State, cramping up, had to leave the game.
Actually, I talked to one of their coaches after that series. They had 4 guys that day that cramped up and had to leave the game, including their starting pitcher. That's why Sanjay, or what was his name?
Sanji.
Sanja. That's why he came out of the game, because of cramps, actually. Another one fouled over the right side. So, yeah, and their 4-hole hitter, they had to replace him, and that ended up being a factor later in the game as well.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Milazzo. Jobert down at third. Tigers leading 2-0. Jerry delivers, and another chopper towards the shortstop. Charges in, takes it on the short hop, and a nice play by Leslie. Will get the second out of the inning, but easily allowing Jobert to score, and the Tigers now make it 3-0. So Milazzo does the job, brings in the run, and with 2 down and the bases clear, will be top of the order, Gavin Dugas.
Yeah, and I was just up here bumping my gums, but Milazzo was down there battling for his life. He fouled off at least 3 pitches with 2 strikes and gets the job done to get the Tigers their 3rd run of the game.
Dugas, a fly ball to shallow center field, his first time up. Jerry will try his hand one more time, and a soft ground ball to third, taken in by Harden. He'll pump, he'll throw, and in time for out number 3. But the Tigers played 2 runs. They do it without a hit. They leave nobody on. We now played 2, and it's 3-0 LSU. More coming up. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
Touchdown! You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We head to the top of the 3rd inning. LSU leading 3-0. They've got 3 runs on just 1 hit. 2 errors so far. While McNeese scoreless on 1 hit. Also with 1 error, they left 4 men on, including the bases loaded last time. In the top of the 2nd, first pitch offered up to Harden. A ground ball, bouncer to second. Dugas easily comes up throwing. And 1 pitch, 1 out here to start the top of the 3rd. This inning brought to you by AccuTemp Services. Don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Text home run to 31996. Get your AC system checked today from AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. That'll bring Josh Leslie to the plate. Got aboard on a fielding error by Travinsky at first base back in that 1st inning. He was left stranded. Fouls this one back into the screen off the pitch for Money, and it's 0-1. So far, Cherry with the start for McNeese. Money with the start for LSU. Nobody is headed to the bullpens just yet, so we may see both of these starters for an extended period. 1 ball, 1 strike now, the count to Leslie.
Yeah, 35 pitches, not too bad. Quick ground out to start it off, help things out.
The 1-1. Strike at the letters gets him ahead 1-2.
Strikes, and more strikes. That's what we called for. 25 of them now for Blake Money in 36 pitches.
The 1-2. Breaking ball hung up, lifted in the air, but on the run, Trey Morgan continues where he left off this weekend. Had to come over quite a ways, but got a great jump on it, followed it in, made it look easy. It was not, and there are 2 gone.
Yeah, I don't know if that's where he's going to play at the next level just because of his arm strength, but he is one heck of an athlete, and he's playing it really good here over the last week or so. He's made web gym after web gym. He had 3 diving catches Sunday against Mississippi State.
Trey Obregon, the third, a left-hander, showing bunt, and he'll lay it down, pops it up the third base line. It rolls, and Money picks it up, but in Obregon able to get the first bounce and then high off the grass. And Speedy down the line will get in safely. Bunting for a single with 2 outs.
Yeah, you know, Obregon's got 4 home runs on the year. We've got the Ted Williams shift on. He's hitting .304. And you hear so many people say, why don't they just bunt when they see the shift? Well, there you go, all those people. There's the bunt, and it worked beautifully. And it always would work if those lefties would just slap it down there.
Brad Burkell now stands in with 2 outs, a runner on. Burkell, a strikeout victim to Money. He's got 3 on the night. Money fires to the left-hander.
Yeah.
There's a strike at the belt to make it 0-1. Got Thompson playing just left of second base, the Tigers shortstop. Dugas a couple of steps on the shallow right field grass at second. The left-handed hitter, he swings and fouls it back, and Money in the driver's seat, 0-2.
For the most part, Chris, I don't know about what you're seeing, but it seems like 1 through 9, they're behind on that fastball.
Yeah, Money's been able to get it by him very consistently so far. We'll see what he offers on the 0-2. It's off speed and it's short of the plate, make it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'll take that 0-2 pitch. Maybe a little bit too sharp and a little bit too much of a break or behind home plate, but much better.
Obregon stands at first, a short lead. 2 outs, and Money fires. This one slapped, and it's a base hit into right field. Again, too much over the plate, fat of the plate, and Burkell able to find the outfield with 2 outs now, runners first and second.
That's right, you said it. Well, you're learning this pitching thing. 1-2, you can't. The golden rule, they shouldn't be able to put the barrel on the ball. Maybe foul tip it, maybe hit it weakly to the shortstop, but certainly not put the fat part of the bat on it. So Blake Money leaves one right out over the heart. You're going to have to pitch around a little bit of trouble here to get out of the 3rd inning.
Similar story. First inning, second inning, now 3rd inning. 2 outs, and now runners aboard for McNeese. There's a breaking ball for a strike across the plate. And it's 0-1 to Hollins, who was a strikeout victim. His first time up back in the 2nd. Obregon off of second, Burkell off of first. Here is a slap base hit into left field. They're going to wave the runner around, and Obregon will score an RBI single off the bat of Hollins, and McNeese now cuts the lead 3-1. So they kept banging on the door, Doug Thompson, with 2 outs in the first, 2 outs in the second. They finally break through here in the top of the 3rd with 2 men on. They get the RBI single.
Yeah, and that's just another ball that's left out over the middle of the plate. Blake Money going to have to do some pitching here. It's not about throwing it over the middle of the plate. The objective for a pitcher is to just miss the middle of the plate off the outer thirds of the plate and on the edges. That's where it's toughest for the hitters to make contact.
Burkell's at 3rd. Hollins, who made the wide turn, comes back to first. May have jammed up his hand a little bit coming back to the bag, but he stays out there as this first pitch missing low to Hext. Hext had a single, left stranded back in that 2nd inning. But again, the Cowboys strike with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd, make it a 3-1 ball game. Money going to turn and throw, and back safely is Hollins. Hollins on the year 2 for 3 in stolen bases. The 1-0 pitch. Hit up the middle, line drive, and it's a base hit. Drops in front of Cruz. That will score Burkell, and now it's a one-run game. A couple of RBI singles make it 3 hits in a row overall. And it's now 3-2. LSU leads by a run. That's going to bring Wes Johnson, the pitching coach, out of the dugout as throwing begins down in the bullpen for LSU.
That's actually 4 hits in a row, and it started with that bunt against the shift going the other way with 2 outs. Blake Money has been able to retire the first 2 batters of every inning, but 4 straight singles here, and it is a 1-run game. You have Griffin Herring quickly starting to loosen down in the bullpen for the Tigers, and that's just going to be it for the mound visit. Just giving Herring a little bit more time to get loose, because at the moment, Chris, Blake Money is not fooling anyone.
46 pitches thrown thus far. Again, had not exactly smooth sailing, but it worked out of some trouble, minor trouble in the first 2 innings. Not the case here in the top of the 3rd. That'll bring Darden to the plate. We've got a board on an error on Tommy White back in the 2nd. Pitch delivery misses outside, 1-0. Hollins at second, Hext at first base. The 1-0 pitch misses low from Money. 2 balls, no strikes.
Mm.
Two-0 pitch. There's a ground ball. Thompson diving at short, but it gets by him. Make it 5 singles in a row, and they will bring Hollins around from second. He will score, and we have a tie game now, 3-3.
It's almost like they have the signs. I mean, it's tough to get 5 hits in a row if somebody's just out there lobbing it down the middle.
3 runs on 5 hits. Here in the top of the 3rd, McNeese down 3-0. Now they've tied it 3-3. 2 outs in the inning. A runner at 3rd, a runner at 1st. Gonzalez at the plate in the first pitch, a strike at the knees. Gonzalez aboard on a walk in that 2nd inning. But let's see if Blake Money comes after him here again. Batting .223 on the season.
Hey, you want to get him and not go back to the top of the order.
32 strikeouts on the years. This pitch misses outside off speed, and it's 1-1.
Herring looks to be just about ready. Just tip the cap.
Here's the 1-1. Short of the plate, make it 2-1 now to Gonzalez.
Well, this is not what Jay Johnson was hoping to see.
3 runs, 6 hits. All 3 runs, and 5 of those hits coming here in the top of the 3rd with 2 outs. The 2-1. Missed high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Gonzalez, who again earned a walk back in the 2nd. Runners on the corners. The 3-1, swing and a miss. That time a fastball, a little low in the zone. Gonzalez could not find it. That'll fill the count 3-2.
It's a heck of a cut from a 9-hole hitter. But that's how you're supposed to swing in a 3-1 count.
2 outs. Tie game 3-3. Runners on the corners. Payoff delivery. Gonzalez stays alive. Sends this one foul into the seats down the line and right.
Jay Johnson is on the top step, leaving me to only assume that this will be his last batter. The next hitter's a lefty. I'm sure he'll go to Herring.
Runner takes off from first. He'll make his way to second without a throw. So moving into scoring position is Darden now. Gonzalez readies the bat. 2 outs, runners second and third. A tie game. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase the top shelf fastball, chin level. And Money records the strikeout, his 4th of the day. However, McNeese, 3 runs. They tie the game on 5 hits. It's now 3-3. Tigers come to the plate in the bottom of the third. Morgan, Cruz, and White due up. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at NHTSA.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya!
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers took an early lead, 3-0 after 2, but McNeese got 3 of theirs in the top of the third inning. We got a tie game. Trey Morgan going to lead it off. Strikeout victim, but a wild pitch allowed him to reach, and he came around to score back in that first inning. And the first delivery from Derek Cherry, who certainly has to have a little more energy coming into the bottom of the third, and it's 0-1 to Morgan.
Watch out.
This pitch thrown behind him, somehow missed him. It's 1-1.
That must have slipped out of his hand.
Really shocked. Morgan, you know, normally when the pitch is he's not interested in it, he spins backward. That time he's lucky he didn't spin far enough. Here's the 1-1. Big chopper towards second. High hop, but handled by Burkell. Toss over to Hollins in time for out number 1. Morgan retired, and we'll see Dylan Cruz.
We got to score some runs here. Cruz hit a shot, called an error to the third baseman. Tried to lobby for him there in between the innings.
I saw you. You had valid points.
Points. Come on, the ball's 100 miles an hour.
First pitch to Dylan. Strike at the belt. 0-1. Cherry delivers quickly, whips that one in there for a strike. Fastball at 93, and it's 0-2. Dylan again falls behind early.
Yeah, this Cherry guy, his stuff's too good to let him think there's a chance.
The 0-2 gets loose outside in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I've seen guys exactly like this have outstanding nights.
1-2 pitch. Another high chopper having to wait on it is Harden. He gloves it. The throw is in the dirt, but a nice backhand pick. Falling down is Hollins, but he holds on to record out number 2.
That was one heck of a play by the first baseman. Hollins had to stretch down the first baseline and then kind of go with the backhand pick. Just not an easy play at all, and keep the toe on the bag. Very nice play by the corner infield of McNeese.
So we'll see Tommy White. He had a double off the top of the right center field wall to bring in a run as that pitch got loose from Cherry all the way to the backstop, and it's 1-0. Seen a lot of chopping ground balls here tonight.
Yeah, we have, both teams.
White did not chop last time.
No.
Nearly put a hole in the fence. There's a strike on the inside corner to even it up 1-1. Leads the team with 18 home runs. Has 22 doubles, and as we mentioned, 85 runs batted in. Stays away from this, misses off the outside corner, 2-1.
Also leads the team in goal chains.
Here's the 2-1 delivery. Low and outside. Danger zone time here for Cherry. 3-1.
Yeah, it is. Dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. One batting glove guy. He just goes with the bottom hand and just grabs the dirt with the top hand.
3-1 pitch. Nicely placed by Cherry. The fastball in the outer half. Not much Tommy can do. He stays away, and it's now 3-2. Payoff delivery to White. Ooh, just missed. Good eye by Tommy, and he will earn the walk. Cherry again went back to the heater, tried to keep it low in the zone, and just missed. So Tommy White aboard with 2 down. See if LSU has some 2-out magic here in the bottom of the third as Cade Beloso comes to the plate.
Yeah, if we're in Lake Charles, I think that one's going to get the ring job, but here at the box, ball 4.
Beloso grounded out to Burkell, the second baseman. His first time up. And the first pitch off speed, but across the plate just below the belt, and it's 0-1. It appears Griffin Herring will come in relief as Beloso sends one to right center field. It's going to get down. Harden going to have to give chase. He'll backhand it around second into third is Tommy White. So Beloso with his first hit of the night. And a little 2-out trouble here for Derek Cherry. As Beloso gets his 34th hit of the year.
Yep, just got one out over the plate and did what good hitters do. Hit it right back up the middle on a line. Can't ask much more there at Cade Beloso. Tommy White able to get from first to third, and Travinski with 2 outs, a chance to drive in a run.
Hayden hit by a pitch in the second. See if he gets something to put a bat on here in his second at-bat of the night. Cherry delivers, and inside just missed him again. It's 1-0. Good to see the Tiger faithful out here on this Tuesday night. Good crowd at the box. A little bit of a breeze. There's a swing and a miss. Travinski goes for the fences, but can't find the baseball, and it's 1-1. Tie game 3-3. Tigers 2 outs. Runners on the corners. That breaking ball from Cherry just missed. Hayden loaded the bat but stayed away. It's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Brought the 93-mile-an-hour fastball in on the hands. Hayden not able to get around on it. 2-2 now the count. White at third, Beloso at first. The 2-2 pitch. In on the hands, popped up down the line in left. With some room, giving it a look, and Cooper Hext has it just beyond the left field bullpen for out number 3. The Tigers no runs, 1 hit. They leave 2 men on. We now move to the top of the 4th. We're tied 3-3. Back after this. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Now batting in the cleanup position, Jenny King, the king of clean.
Tiger fans, Janny King is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and even more proud to provide you, the players, and every fan that comes to a game here with a healthy stadium that has been cleaned by our team of professionals. Let us clean and disinfect your business. Go to JannyKingCleans.com now. That's JannyKingCleans.com.
Janny King, the king of clean.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing, with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the fourth inning coming your way from Alex Box Stadium on a Tuesday night. We are all tied 3-3. The Tigers led 3-0 after two. McNeese plating 3 runs in the top of the third on 5 straight hits to tie the game up. Leading things off will be top of the order Braden Duhan. Pitch to the left-hander as Griffin Herring takes over on the mound. Misses outside on the fastball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, for Griffin Herring, this is the 13th appearance or 14th appearance of the year.
This pitch just misses low. That'll make it 2-0 to Duhan.
He comes in with a 4.35 ERA. He's worked 20 2/3 innings, allowed 22 hits, 10 earned runs.
This pitch from Herring misses off the outside corner with a fastball. Now 3 balls, no strikes.
In those 20 innings, he's walked 13 and struck out 26. Opponents are hitting .272.
3-0 pitch. Take is on. There's a strike across the plate. That'll make it 3-1. .3-1 pitch. High and inside, ball 4. So Herring gives up the walk. The leadoff man aboard. Big no-no against a team like McNeese. So Duhan will head down to first base. 16 of 19 in stolen bases this year. We'll see Peyton Harden.
Final line for Blake Money. He went 3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 5 in a row. Had 3 earned runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts.
Tommy White expecting a possible bunt here. He is well inside the infield grass down the line at third. Harden, the left-hander. Herring will fire. He'll square to bunt. Tried to pull it back, but it's a strike nonetheless, and it's 0-1. Harden, a couple of groundouts on the night so far to second base. Tries to bunt, pops this one high, but back towards the screen. Falls behind in the count, 0-2. See, with an 0-2 count, runner at first. Herring now will decide to throw over to first, and easily back is Duhan. Duhan, as I mentioned, 16 stolen bases. Harden at the plate. This pitch just missed outside. 1-2, not a bad 0-2 pitch, but didn't get the call. He leads the team, Harden does, 22 of 25 stolen bases. So this is certainly, I'm sure Jay Johnson says, this part of the order we want to keep off base.
Yeah, I mean, the top 3 and number 5 as well.
Little reach out swing to left field. Morgan having to backpedal, but he uses that great jump and speed to get there for the out. That will keep Duhan at first base. So unable to lay down the bunt, and now with 1 down, we'll see Leslie. Leslie aboard on an error on Travinsky back in the first inning. He flied out to Morgan in left field last time in the 3rd inning. Again, McNeese struck for 3 runs with 2 outs there in the top of the 3rd inning. First delivery from Herring, a miss low, 1-0. Herring checks the runner at first. Now the 1-0. Missing outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, this has been the issue for LSU over the last 2 weekends, especially out of the bullpen. It's being unable to get ahead early. which then starts to limit what you can do on the offering. Here's a quick sidearm throw over to first, but again, Duhan only a couple of steps off the bag, easily back.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, every pitch that you fall behind, you're just painting yourself into a corner.
Herring fires, and there's a strike with a fastball in the inner half. And it's 2-1.
And he's jumping all over the place over there, Duhan at first base. Team with over 100 stolen bases, that's the type of stuff that they're going to do. It's try to disrupt your timing on the mound.
2-1, swing and a miss. Fastball a little out over the plate. And Leslie couldn't time it out. It's 2-2. One down, tie game, 3-3, runner at first. Duhan continues to dance, and the pitch high and outside. They appeal down to first. They'll say Leslie held back. And another full count.
Get the replay here on our monitor. Probably held it back.
And now they catch him running. Throw from Travinsky, but the short hop throw back to second. Nobody was at home. Duhan got the jump. The throw went to first. And again, a little late reaction. Dugas and Thompson had to scurry to get over there, but Duhan able to slide in safely. So it looked like they may have him in a rundown, but the good jump and the speed, not sure if it caught LSU off guard.
It did. I mean, he went first move, and remember, Travinsky's not played first much this year, if at all. Just a tough play.
There's a swing and a miss. Herring delivers a top shelf fastball, and Leslie couldn't stay away, so Herring records his first strikeout in relief. 2 gone here in the top of the 4th.
And that's a nice job there by Herring, who fell behind in that count 2-0, but was able to climb the ladder to come back and get the out. A big out here in the 4th inning.
So now we'll see Obregon, a right-handed hitter. 1 for 2 on the night. First delivery, swings and fouls it back. So Herring looks back to second. Here's the 0-1. Swung on. This one a little farther down, but catches the screen above the first base dugout. 0-2 now. Herring out in front. LSU will have Jobert, Thompson, and Milazzo as soon as they find the third out. Runner at second, tie game, 3-3. Off-speed pitch, chopper towards second. Dugas waits on the bounce, gloves it, throws it to first, and the Cowboys are done here in the top half of the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Tied 3-3. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hey, hon, what you doing with your phone? Taking pictures?
No, I'm asking it questions.
Like what?
Hey, Bobo, do flowers have best friends?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that. Hey, follow me. I want to show you something. Look, flowers do have best friends.
Whoa.
Some answers can only be found in nature. Discover the unsearchable. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a trail near you. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Braden Jobert will lead it off for LSU in a tie game with McNeese here on this Tuesday night. First delivery by Derek Cherry, going to miss outside for ball one. Cherry, 3 innings of work, giving up 2 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Fastball's been hanging around the low to mid 90s most of the night. That pitch missed outside. Suddenly Braden Jobert ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. He was aboard on a walk his first time up as this pitch comes inside, going to catch him. Another hit batter for LSU. That's 112 on the season. And Jobert, the leadoff man aboard for LSU. Send up Jordan Thompson.
Now batting for LSU, shortstop Jordan Thompson.
Thompson with a sac bunt back in the second inning. Advanced runners to second and third. It was a great bunt, one of the better ones we've seen for LSU this season. 267 hitter on the year. Again, kind of been his sweet spot in the 8-hole when you look at his numbers this season. Is Cherry going to hit him with the first pitch offered? Back-to-back hit batters. That's 113 on the season. And the Tigers haven't had to do much, and they have runners first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, they'll start getting the bullpen moving now with a right-hander. Try to get a number for you. It's like 36. Looks like JT Moeller down there. Came in out of A&M Corpus Christi. He's a junior from San Antonio. We'll have a little mound visit with the team, talk it over, make sure the pitcher is okay, because that was 2, not even close. He's at 62 pitches. He's thrown 37 strikes so far.
So we'll see Alex Milazzo in the 9-hole. Able to bring in a run in that second inning on a ground out to the shortstop, Josh Leslie. He's got runners first and second, nobody out. Showing bunt, he'll bring it back, and it misses high from Cherry, 1-0. Again, squares the bunt, pulls it back, this time a strike at the knees. Fastball from Cherry is in, make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Bunt is foul behind him towards the backstop. A lot of Tiger fans asking this week, do we expect Georgia to shuffle their weekend rotation later on in Athens, as we saw from Auburn and Mississippi State? Asked Jay Johnson about it last night. He had a very clear and succinct answer. The 1-2 pitch, showing bunt, and they will call it a strike. Outside corner certainly let her high. And Jay Johnson normally won't argue balls and strikes, but he's coming out of the dugout just to
talk to Milazzo for taking the first one and missing the second one.
So down on strikes, trying to lay down the bunt, couldn't do so. After 2 hit batters, you could say McNeese giving it out there. So now Dugas top of the order, 0 for 2 tonight. This is a ground ball towards the third baseman Harden. He will scoop it up, toss to Burkell. The relay to first is in time. They'll get the double play and get out of the inning.
He's telling him Wanaka over at first base is looking in the dugout saying he pulled his foot.
So hold the phone. They're going to bring the umpires together here. Looks like LSU is going to challenge it.
So finish. What did Jay say when you talked about the shuffling of the rotation?
Well, I said certainly it's got to be a strategy, and how do you counter that? And his point was, hey, I tell our guys every day there's 56 games. It's a 56-game playoff, as it were this year. Only 55 games due to the only 2-game series at South Carolina. He says we say we go and try to win every game, and Paul Skeens is available for the first game of every series. He said I'd be talking out of both sides of my mouth if I suddenly said, hey, we're going to move it up a little bit to win this series, or so on and so forth. So he said we're going to stick with Paul Skeens. He didn't say that. He just said I don't see any changes with what we do. We're going to go with our best guy.
I thought you meant is Georgia going to shuffle their pitching to throw off, basically?
I did. That's what I asked him.
Oh, okay.
He said, yeah, they may, but we're not changing.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. My answer would be they better. Because this Paul Skeens guy is tough to beat, dude. I mean, I don't know if you've been watching, but he's 98 to 101 from the first pitch until the last pitch. I mean, you're talking about Steven Strasburg's type stuff in terms of college baseball. So if I were the Georgia coach, I think I would definitely throw the pitcher with the least chance of winning that weekend, period, against Paul Skeens.
So we go under review here, and then going into the monitor room under the dugout. So the
Chris,
review brought to you by Acme Oyster House.
How soon before the game do you have to declare your starting pitcher?
Well, we've seen it move late as when they exchange lineups there at home plate. So it doesn't happen a lot, but it technically can happen.
Interesting.
So again, we're under review to see if that double play, which was ruled a double play, will stand. That was the ruling on the field. They'll have to have evidence to overturn it. Doug,
did you catch
in
the
real
replay?
time? I mean, he came off the bag.
Well,
wanted to see it slowed down to see when he had the ball in his hand and came off the bag.
Yeah, Mark Wanaka immediately, that's who I was looking at, because it obviously looked like the first baseman might have pulled his foot. He immediately looked over to Jay Johnson and gave the low key, he was safe, let's review it, and that's why he did it. Now, his foot did come off the bag, but the ball was in his glove and his foot was on the bag before his foot came off the bag. We'll have the outcome here. He's
they
calling him
will
out.
confirm the call. So it is a double play, and that'll end it for the Tigers. So we remain tied 3-3. We now head to the top of the fifth here in the final regular season game at the box. McNeese and LSU all knotted up. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda sauce. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sausage and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Together, we are partners, setting a new standard for health. Together, we prove that no matter how battle-tested we are, our spirit remains undefeated. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are creating transformational change and impacting Louisiana with a new standard for healthcare, research, and education. Together, Our Lady of the Lake and LSU are champions for Louisiana. Together, we roar. Learn more at ololrmc.com/LSU.
Unrivaled content, unprecedented access. LSU Gold, powered by Bayou Traditions, is the only place for exclusive behind-the-scenes content featuring your favorite LSU teams. It's all access to the Tigers, all year long, from pregame warm-ups to postgame celebrations and every moment in between. You can watch LSU Gold anywhere, anytime, and on your favorite device. Go to lsu.gold today to sign up for your free 7-day trial, so you can be there for each step of LSU's championship journeys. That's lsu.gold.
All right, baby. See you.
See you.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Brad Burkell will lead it off for McNeese. Again, we're tied 3-3. Here on a Tuesday night, Tigers finish up the regular season home game tonight, then travel tomorrow to Athens. Get ready for a Thursday-Friday series with Georgia. All-important series with the Bulldogs as this pitch from Herring misses high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Burkell, who on the night is 1 for 2. Strikeout victim in the second to Money, but part of that 5-hit, 3-run third inning. Here's a bouncing ground ball left of the mound. Herring fields it on the short hop, comes set, now fires to first.
Nice
Travinsky
play.
Able to hold on to it, stay on the bag for the first out of the inning.
What does old Buzzy Heidel say about pitchers not being athletes?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Pretty athletic play, if you ask me.
At the plate for the Cowboys, first baseman Brady.
By everyone involved. Nice pick there by the big guy, Travinsky.
So with 1 away, we'll see Brayley Hollins, who also was part of that hit parade in the third inning. Had a single with a RBI and also came around to score as that pitch from Herring. Fastball off the plate, and it's 1-0. Jay Johnson wanting to see a quick inning here, no doubt, as this pitch misses high and outside, got loose from Herring. It's now 2-0. McNeese kind of pesky in the first 3 innings, couple of outs, and then they find runners aboard. Eventually they broke through there in the top of the 3rd. They've left 7 men on base, including there in the top of the 4th inning. This pitch misses inside and low. Ball 3, 3-0. With 1 down, Hollins awaits the 3-0 pitch. Way upstairs, ball 4. Herring will give up his 2nd walk of the night, and with 1 out, McNeese again will put a runner aboard. Connor Cooper Hext, rather, will come to the plate. Left fielder for the Cowboys. 2 for 2 on the night, a single in the 2nd. A base hit with an RBI in the 3rd. Again, the Cowboys 3 runs, 6 hits. They've out-hit the Tigers by 4 so far. Herring fires the left-hander. A little slow dribbler towards second. Dugas having to come over, backhands it, tosses it to Thompson at second base to get the lead runner for out number 2. And that one just kind of moving, looked like one of those seeing-eye base hits, and Dugas able to get there in time, quickly get it out of the glove to Thompson.
Ooh, that was a very close play at second base. Dugas really only had one option. The speed of the ball off the bat just didn't allow him to. I didn't think he had a chance to plant and throw to first. So what a great play by the second baseman.
That'll bring Taylor Darden to the plate. Single with an RBI in the 3rd. Got a board on an error on Tommy White back in the 2nd as Herring will throw over to keep an eye on Hext at first base. 12 of 13 in stolen bases on the year. Herring's pitch to the right-hander misses outside, 2-0. And the Tigers tonight trouble locating with the breaking pitches. Had a few early for Blake Money. The 1-0 pitch missed high and outside. Now 2-0.
It's 3-0 now.
Yeah, 3-0. Milazzo not going to walk out there.
And that's, I mean, he's 3-0 now to, let's see, he's faced 7, 8 hitters, 9 hitters. He's been 3-0 to 4 of them, 5 of them.
So Milazzo takes some time out there, talks with Herring. Now will come back, take his place behind home plate. He's a right-hander for the Tigers, up and throwing in the bullpen.
Yeah, that's Dutton.
A runner at first, 2 down. Pitch from Herring. Missed low, now moves the count. 3 balls, no strikes.
I guess it was 2-0.
So now he's 3-0.
Now it's 3-0.
And another throw over to first, and again, just a short lead off the bag for Hext. Twilight time here in Baton Rouge. The 3-0. A strike at the letters. Surprises Darden a little bit, but he'll stay put, and it's now 3-1. (3-1) from Herring. Line drive right at Thompson. Lifts the glove. Snags it for out number 3. Hit hard off the bat of Darden right at Thompson. And for the Cowboys, no runs, no hits, no errors on the Tigers. 1 man left on for McNeese. We have played 4.5. 3-3 our score. Tigers will send up 2, 3, and 4. Morgan, Cruz, and White when we continue. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
Louisiana Lottery's
Top 5 hits.
First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Well, the Tigers took an early lead, but McNeese, again, coming in with a fight. Down 3-0. They score 3 in the top of the third. Now we head to the bottom of the fifth inning, tied 3-3, as LSU will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up. Trey Morgan will start it off, a strikeout victim that got aboard on a wild pitch in the first and came around to score a run. Then he grounded out to the second baseman Burkell last time in the third.
You said it before the game. In-state schools come here and they give you everything that they've got. And you can't let them hang around. If you do, belief starts to get real. It's 3-3 in the bottom of the fifth. We got to get some runs now.
JT Moeller takes over, a right-hander on the mound for the Cowboys after a really sufficient, to say the least, start for Derek Cherry. First pitch for Moeller and a swing and a miss. Morgan trying to go for the diamond deck there. Unable to find the baseball. Falls behind early in the count.
Moeller, the righty, enters with a 4.18 ERA. This is his 14th timeout this year.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air, but down the line. Should find the seats in left, and it will. Out of play. 0-2 to Morgan.
In those 13 previous appearances, he had 23 2/3 innings of work, 18 hits allowed. He's allowed 11 runs. They've all been earned. He has 8 walks and 21 strikeouts.
So Morgan going to choke up a little bit here. Behind in the count, 0-2 to Moeller, the reliever. Right-handed delivers, and it misses high. Ball 1-2. Morgan batting .312 on the season. Again, pretty good weekend at the plate. Great weekend in the field. Batted .286. Couple of home runs over the weekend. Here's the 1-2. Off speed, foul down the line, catches the screen above the third base dugout. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Things certainly heating up here in South Louisiana, but remember, whenever you're ready to cool it down, count on Slow Melt Ice. Colder, cleaner, and longer lasting since 1997. Check them out at slowmeltice.com. SLOMELTICE.com. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Morgan. Setting up outside, Gonzalez to the left-handed hitter. The pitch is there. Morgan swings, drives it to left field, and on the run, Cooper Hex to his left. Able to pull up the glove and make the play on a sharply hit ball by Morgan. A little more to the right in the gap, and he's easily got another double. But as it stands, the first out of the inning. So we'll see Dylan Cruz aboard on an error in the first inning. Grounded out to the third baseman Taylor Harden last time. Although Doug and I have lobbied our case, we thought it was an infield single for Dylan Cruz. This time he will go to right field. On the run is Duhan, and Duhan just able to grab it on the track, just shy of the wall, as Cruz launched that one to right center field, but it results in out number 2 as Duhan, pretty good play in the field. Fantastic mustache.
Wow, look at that thing. It's like Raleigh fingers. It's like he's about to rob a bank in, 1912.
So now with 2 down, we'll see Tommy White. White had a double with an RBI in the first, aboard on a walk, left stranded at third in the third. Moeller fires, and the fastball misses outside, 1-0.
Yeah, I don't know if Duhan should have an NIL deal, but his mustache should, that's for sure. That's the best we've seen yet.
White awaits, right side of the plate. Moeller fires, and off speed, way out in front. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Well, that was a healthy swipe at it. I have a feeling when he gets up with 2 outs and nobody on, there's just one thing he's thinking about.
Moeller's 1-1 to the plate. Swing and a miss. Again, the swing was there. Just couldn't find the baseball. He falls behind 1-2.
Yeah, that's some serious bat speed.
So he'll take the wide stance with 2 strikes here. Moeller ahead in the count, 1-2 with 2 down. The pitch, another ground ball to third. 1 hop handle by Harden. He will throw over to first to Hollins in time. And the Tigers go quietly here in the bottom of the 5th. 3 up and 3 down. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. We're still tied 3-3. We head to the top of the 6th here at the box. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you a homeowner looking to keep your home cool while saving money? Perhaps you're an HVAC contractor who wants to offer customers more efficient, more consistent home comfort. Luxair is the name to know for unmistakably efficient and reliable home cooling, and great business building programs for contractors too. Contact your Luxair dealer to find out more. Or if you're a contractor, visit solarsupplyluxair.com to learn about working with Luxair.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Straddling the mighty Mississippi between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, Ascension Parish is Louisiana's sweet spot for a perfect weekend stopover, shop-over stay. Shop at Tanger Outlet's 60-plus designer and brand name stores. Tour fabulous Homa's House, Mansion, and Gardens. Visit Sugar-Filled Spirits Distillery, known for its unique spirits, wines, and ciders made from real local ingredients and flavors, or so many other interesting nearby attractions. Just a half hour east of Baton Rouge's Tiger Stadium and 1 hour west of New Orleans. Ascension Parish, your Baton Rouge to New Orleans stopover, shop-over spot. For more info, check out visit LASweetspot.com.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Andrew Gonzalez leads it off for McNeese. We're tied 3-3 as we hit the top of the 6th inning. Griffin Herring continues, and the first pitch of fastball to Gonzalez. Inner part of the plate for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gonzalez a walk in the second. Strikeout victim in the 3rd inning. Be Gonzalez, top of the order, Duhan and Harden due up. Here's a ground ball, couple of bounces, backhanded by Thompson. It's short, the throw to first. Plenty of time for out number 1, so Gonzalez retired. That'll bring up Braden Duhan. We had this conversation over the weekend, Doug, for those who are tuned in tonight. There are some across college baseball that think LSU has done enough. Their resume is enough. They've got 3 opportunities beyond tonight in the regular season on the road against a Georgia team that's been up and down. First delivery to Duhan, and it's right back to the mound. Herring knocked it down, and then it fell out of his glove, and he could not pick it up. Reached for it, mishandled it, couldn't grab it a second time, and that will allow Duhan to reach safely to first base. Get another chopper back to the mound. Herring using every inch he had to get the glove on it, just could not cleanly grab it. And then when he went to, he got it in the glove and then tried to make the exchange and then just dropped the baseball. So a runner aboard with 1 out. That'll bring Harden to the plate. Pitch to the left-hander, hit down the line and foul into the seats. So what say you, Doug Thompson? Have the Tigers done enough?
Chris, I don't think so. I said I thought they did enough. If they came away with 2 out of 3 against Mississippi State, that didn't happen. I think you have to go win 2 out of 3 at Georgia.
Here's a ground ball, sharply hit, diving is Dugas. He will knock it down, but it gets away from him.
He might have.
He gets up a little gingerly after rolling on that shoulder.
Yeah, the way he reacted, it looked like might have popped that shoulder out again, but he looks to be okay. Maybe he was just frustrated he couldn't get to it. It was a tough play. He had to get the shirt dirty. He was able to at least knock it down, but that was just a really difficult play. But he did not. Something happened on that play. It looked like it popped right back in place, maybe. The way he reacted when he dove was not normal.
So everybody's safe first and second here with just 1 out. Brings Leslie to the plate. First pitch low from Herring makes it 1-0. Leslie tonight aboard on an air in the first. Fly ball out to left in the third, and a strikeout victim to Herring in the 4th inning. The 1-0. Fastball misses high. Milazzo fires it down to second. As Duhan again dancing down there before the pitch. Had to slide back head first to get to the bag. And that may be all for Griffin Herring now, as Jay Johnson with a slow walk out to the mound with 1 out. Runners first and second. Again, Gonzalez grounded out to the shortstop Thompson. Duhan able to get aboard on a fielding error. Charge to Herring. And then a single just by Gavin Dugas puts runners first and second with 1 out in a tie game 3-3. As Coach Johnson out there talking with Griffin on the mound.
Yeah, Sammy Dunn's ready to go. But Jay Johnson has not made a call yet. Here comes the home plate umpire to, not quite yet, brush off home plate. This is supposed to only take 30 seconds, but seems like they've relaxed that rule a little bit, and that'll be it. Jay Johnson headed back to the dugout. There won't be a change just yet.
He was very emphatic with the conversation, not only to Griffin, but the rest of the infield here. Again, I'm sure a little bit of frustration. The Tigers with 3 errors tonight.
Oh, I imagine there's a lot of frustration right now.
So a 2-0 count to Leslie. The pitch to the right-hander. Ground ball. Dugas playing in the shift. Knocks it down. The flip to Thompson. Not in time. Safe at second. Throw to first. Not in time. Everybody is safe. First, second, and third.
And Jordan Thompson emphatically calling for a review at second base. But, Chris, I don't know, brother. It looked like he was well into his slide when that ball got into Jordan Thompson's hand. It was lightning fast. It was right at Dugas. Just could not field it cleanly. And Gavin Dugas just doesn't look like he's 100% comfortable out there to me.
So they will go under review for the second time, presented by Acme Oyster House. Again, they had Dugas playing just right of second base. As Doug said, it was sharply hit right at him, but got out of the glove. And, of course, McNeese uses their speed. That's how they've won 32 games this year. And again, the slide in there looks like the left hand is safe.
Yeah. Thompson was looking out into the right field area towards Dugas. He couldn't see the slide, but definitely got there beforehand, and Dugas is going to get the error. That is the 4th error of the night for the Tigers.
So McNeese in a tie game, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 miscue in the field. The Tigers, though, 3 runs on just 2 hits and 4 errors. So we wait here as they will make a decision. 2 members of the 4-man umpiring crew inside to take a look at the monitors.
Yeah, he's for sure going to be safe at second base. I mean, I would be shocked if not. Our TV audience saw the same thing we did, and our radio listeners are going to have to trust me. Surprised, though, on these that it takes so long.
Yeah, again, we watched the one angle from the first base camera.
It was completely obvious that he was safe.
But it is taking a little time here.
Yeah, maybe there's something we didn't see.
They, of course, have more angles than we are privy to, so the challenge continues here. Again, the ruling on the field was safe, which puts runners first, second, and third with just one out in a tie game. And now they make their way back to the field. They point to second, and he's safe.
Yeah.
So they confirm the call on the field. And now Griffin Herring in some trouble here with one out and the bases loaded.
Surprise.
And the cleanup hitter is at the plate.
I'm surprised he's letting the lefty-righty matchup stay in with Sammy Dutton being ready down in the bullpen.
First pitch, Obregon.
Ooh.
Called strike on, said he went around.
He did.
Obregon.
Even some of the Tiger faithful questioned that call and went their way.
Obregon checking with the home plate umpire, says, all right. Here's the 0-1 from Herring. Ground ball towards the shortstop, Thompson. He will flip it to Dugas. It's a little short to Dugas. And the throw to first, not in time. They couldn't turn two. And that will bring in Duhan to score. And McNeese now with their first lead of the game, 4-3. Again, hit at Thompson. Little underhand toss to Dugas, but it barely made it.
Yeah.
He had to lean to get it, and then, of course, had his momentum going the other way. Had to throw across his body with a relay.
Thompson way too far away for the underhand flip. Should have just stopped where he was and give the overhand, toss, a little firm toss to Dugas. It was pretty much a tailor-made double play, what you were looking for.
So Obregon aboard on a fielder's choice, drives in a run. McNeese now leading 4-3. Harden at third, Obregon at first, and Burkell at the plate. First offering from Herring, a called strike. It's 0-1. Herring will offer up his 41st pitch of the night. Swung on by Burkell down the line and foul left field way. Gets ahead 0-2. A run on one hit, 2 errors by the Tigers here in the top of the 6th. They now trail 4-3. The 0-2 pitch. Just missed the outside corner by maybe half a baseball. Herring thought he had it. Milazzo thought he had it, but it's 1-2.
That's a good 0-2 pitch.
A better take by Burkell, who's still behind in the count, 1-2. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Got him to chase this one well off the plate. Swing and a miss. Down goes Burkell, but McNeese leads now 4-3. 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors by the Tigers. The Cowboys leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-3 McNeese. This is Fighting Tiger baseball.
Are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Going to the track, the wall, see ya! Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU at home for the final time here in the regular season. Led early 3-0. McNeese with a 3-run third tied the game up. And then with a couple of costly errors by LSU defensively, they played a run to the Cowboys in the top of the sixth, and they now lead 4-3. Tigers will send up 5, 6, and 7. Beloso, Travinsky, and Jobert. Beloso 1 for 2 on the night. First pitch, a strike offered up. Even though it got away from the catcher, Gonzalez, it is 0-1. To Beloso. This delivery right at the knees. Cold strike 2, 0-2. Gotta be honest, you take a look at the game so far tonight. As this pitch low and inside to make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. This McNeese pitching staff, started by Derek Cherry, has done a good job for the most part getting ahead of hitters. The 1-2 lifted in the air, down the line in left, foul territory. Hex giving chase, as well as the third baseman Harden, who maybe overran it, falls harmlessly to the turf behind him, and that will allow Beloso to swing again with a 1-2 count.
Brock Barthelemy, the new pitcher for McNeese, is the lowest ERA on this staff with a 2.66 ERA. This is his 15th appearance on the year. He's gone 20 innings, allowed 20 hits, only 6 runs, 12 walks, and 19 strikeouts.
This one slammed but foul. Line drive into the seats.
Hide the babies.
Right. Still 1-2.
So judging by that, coming out here with their number 1 reliever, you could tell this one means something to the Cowboys.
1-2, a ground ball foul down the first base line. Beloso hitting .296, got 9 home runs, 1 triple earlier this year, 3 doubles. Shift is on with the left-hander, and the 1-2 off speed, misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, Beloso stays away, and it misses low and outside. That'll fill the count, 3-2. Payoff delivery. Again, slap, but foul towards the bullpen and right. Takes a bouncing into the seats it goes. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Beloso.
Everybody's smiling down there.
Yeah, young guy was smart, brought his glove, made a play. Another payoff pitch, and this time Beloso drives this one high and deep. He will flip the bat, and this ball is gone. High up in the diamond deck for Cade Beloso. He joins the double-digit home run club. That's his 10th of the year. And with 1 swing of the bat, we're tied 4-4.
Yeah, I hope nobody got hurt in that first base dugout of the Tigers, because I'm pretty sure Beloso just flipped his bat all the way into the top of it. Not sure how far that one went, but it definitely cleared the diamond deck. I'm guessing about 410 feet. A no-brainer off the bat of Cade Beloso, a matching 10 home runs to his freshman year when he hit 10 home runs, I believe. It's a pretty cool way to book in your career with at least 10 jacks in both seasons. And we got a new baseball game.
Third hit of the night for the Tigers. It's a big one. Tie the game 4-all. Now we'll see Hayden Travinsky. First pitch to Hayden, misses high from Barthelemy, and it's 1-0.
This guy can put one out there in the bleachers, too.
1-0, high and deep left center field. Harden going back. He will just admire it. It's gone. Back-to-back jacks. Hayden Travinsky, home run number 6. And in the blink of an eye, the Tigers pounce. They lead 5-4.
Yeah, that was a massive blast. Didn't hit the bleachers, just missed the bleachers out in right center field, or excuse me, left center field, about 20 feet to the right of them. Once again, no information on how far that ball was hit, but there was no question about it. As soon as it left the bat, that was another homer for Hayden Travinsky, and he's probably still at about a home run every 7 or 8 at bats Seems like that was probably the 8th at bat since his last one.
Time called. Going to be a meeting on the mound here as Brock Bartholomew is giving up the lead in quick fashion here. 2 runs on 2 hits, back-to-back home runs. Beloso and Travinski.
Bartholomew had given up 2 home runs all year.
A right-hander tossing for the Cowboys down and left.
We went back-to-back earlier, right, this year?
Yep.
Pretty good chance to do it again here.
Braden Jobert will come to the plate. Meeting all broken up on the mound. Bartholomew back out there on the bump.
Now batting for LSU, right fielder.
Tigers had 2 hits through 5 trips to the plate. They've matched that here with 2 blasts. As this one lifted in the air, shallow left center field, and Braden Jobert keeps the hits coming for LSU. Single to left center. His 36th hit of the year. Gets a runner aboard. Still nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Now batting for LSU, shortstop, Jordan Thompson.
So now we'll see Jordan Thompson, who was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. Laid down the sac bunt in the 2nd, and I think that will be all for Brock Bartholomew. Is now a slow walk to the mound.
It's a 2nd visit for sure, going to the bullpen here.
So they will call upon a new pitcher. Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Back-to-back jacks for the Tigers. Beloso and Travinski. They go yard, give the Tigers a 5-4 lead. Braden Jobert follows up with a single to left center. Still nobody out. Tigers will have Jordan Thompson when we come back. 5-4 LSU leads. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all new, all awesome perks. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger bats coming to life here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cade Beloso led it off, homer to right field, deep to right field. Travinski would follow. He hammered one to left center. Tigers took a 5-4 lead. Then Braden Jobert single to left center field. And the Cowboys make a pitching change. Peyton Tinkler now will take over, a right-hander, as Jordan Thompson stands in. Jobert a short lead off of first. Tinkler fires to the plate, misses outside, and it's 1-0 to Thompson, who again is looking for his first hit of the night. Laid down a sac bunt in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch, got aboard in the 4th. Tinkler, the right-hander from the stretch, delivers, swing and a miss. Thompson chases that one. It's 1-1.
Tinkler, 6'1", 180 pounds, out of Wichita, Kansas. Transferred in from Southern Illinois. He enters the game with a 14.85 ERA in 9 games. He has only worked 6 2/3 this year. He's allowed 11 hits, 11 runs. All have been earned. He has 5 walks and 5 strikeouts.
1-1 way outside from Tinkler, and that makes it 2-1 to Thompson. Tiger team 104 home runs on the year. 2-1. Again, misses outside. Tinkler with a fastball off the mark, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, 5 players now, Chris, in double digits with Beloso getting to 10. Dugas and Cruz have 13 each. Jared Jones has 14, and Tommy White with 18.
3-1 to Thompson. Missed outside, ball 4. Still nobody out. The Tigers now with runners first and second. Alex Milazzo will try his hand at the plate.
Yeah, Milazzo had a tough at bat last time. He was called upon to bunt, took the first strike, missed the second one, and then took strike 3.
Tinkler checks the runner at second and fires to the plate, showing bunt, pulls it back, and again the pitch missed wide outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Jobert takes his lead off second. Thompson likewise at first. Again squaring to bunt, Milazzo. Tinkler fires. That's a strike at the letters. As Milazzo tried to pull back, looking for clarification from home plate umpire Jordan Alvarado. Wanted to know where that pitch was. Got the answer. Now we'll get set again. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tinkler fires, showing bunt. That pitch at the knees, a called strike. So now 1-2 to Milazzo. Runners take their lead first and second. Nobody out. Tigers lead 5-4. Here's a swing and a miss. Slider got him down on strikes as Tinkler records the first out of the inning. That will bring the Tigers to the top of the order. And Gavin Dugas, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Last time hit into a 5-4-3 double play. Tinkler's first offering. At the knees for a strike. Fastball at 91 makes it 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Missed high and outside. Fastball again to Dugas. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tigers up by a run, 5-4. Chance to add more to it. The slider missed low and away. Dugas gave it thought, but wisely stays away. 2-1. With 1 out, the 2-1 pitch. High to Dugas. It's now 3 balls, 1 strike. Ken Beloso led off with a homer to right. Travinsky followed with a homer to left center. Jobert with a single to left center. Thompson walked. Milazzo struck out swinging, so with 1 out, hitters count 3-1. Dugas awaits and a ground ball. And it's going to hit, I believe, Jobert. So he was trying to straddle, jump over it. And the runner between second and third is out. Again, the Cowboys immediately looking to the umpires to make that call.
Well, they're calling Jobert out. They will award Thompson second base because as soon as it hit Jobert, it's a dead ball.
Dead ball.
And look, he did that ball was hit hard. He did everything he could to get out of the way. It just there was really nothing he could do. Honestly, it probably saved the Tigers a double play. because Leslie, the shortstop, was right in his tracks. He didn't have to move much for the ball. Tough break for the Tigers.
So it does record the second out of the inning. However, Thompson is at second. Dugas arrives at first after the dead ball hitting the base runner. Now we'll see Trey Morgan. So still a chance. First pitch, ground ball right back at the shortstop, Leslie. This time he flips to Burkell at second. And we'll get the lead, or rather Dugas at second for out number 3. But the Tigers, after falling behind, waste little time. 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 big bombs. Beloso followed by Travinsky. And the Tigers now lead 5-4. We head to the top of the 7th. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
When it comes to investing in your home's comfort, it's never just one thing. You want to make sure you get an air-conditioned system that's reliable, affordable, energy efficient, backed by a strong warranty, and is installed by a dealer you can trust. That's why people who insist on the best choose Trane. Plus, right now, Trane is offering special financing. So what's not to love? Visit TraneSouth.com to find a local Trane dealer today. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval. Ask for details.
When you're done listening to the Tigers take another victory, the rest of the city will be waiting. After all, there's a lot more to Baton Rouge than just Saturday nights. From famous historic landmarks to iconic hole-in-the-walls, even some of the world's best blues joints, there's something special around every corner. But these foodie flavors and soulful sounds are just a sample of what Baton Rouge has to offer. Whatever you're into, it's all right here. Go to visitbatonrouge.com and start putting together your post-game playbook.
Louisiana Lottery's
Top 5 hits.
First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU back on top 5-4. We hit the top of the 7th inning. 2 big blasts for the Tigers. The long ball in effect. There in the bottom of the 6th inning. Back-to-back home runs. Tigers led early 3-0. Gave up 3 runs in the top of the 3rd. McNeese would take a quick lead, 4-3, with a run scored in the top of the 6th, but LSU would answer back. Still a tight game, still hotly contested. Got 3 innings to work with here. Sam Dutton will get the call to take over on the mound for LSU. Sam, a 5.87 ERA on the season. 15 1/3 innings pitched. He'll face off against Hollins, and the first pitch to the right-hander is tapped and a little bouncer foul down the third base line. Just like the winning lineup, Cintas has the all-star services for all of your business needs. Everything from uniforms to kitchens and restroom solutions. Get ready for the workday with Cintas. There's a breaking ball from Dutton for a strike, and he gets ahead early. 0-2. Tigers got the start tonight from Blake Money. Went 3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, all 3 earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. As that's a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Leaning in, giving it a look. But Hollins let it go, and Dutton with the punch out, his first Super One food strikeout of the game. Good start, and there's 1 gone here in the top of the 7th inning. Griffin Herring went 3 innings as well, gave up 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. So Dutton trying to keep the Cowboys quiet for his duration on the mound as that pitch missed high for ball 1, 1-0 to Cooper Hex, the left fielder, who's 2 for 3 tonight. Couple of singles, drove in a run. Has reached base all 3 times, got a board on a fielder's choice in the 5th inning. Pitch to the left-hander from Dutton. A fastball that missed just inside, 2-0. And the Tigers having to utilize 9 pitchers on Sunday in that tough 14-13 extra inning loss to Mississippi State. 2-0. There's a strike. Got it where he wanted it. Painted the inner corner, and it's 2-1. So again, they'll need arms this weekend, but looking for some good quick outings tonight. That one fouled back into the screen, 2-2. Dutton making his 15th appearance on the season. Here's a ground ball. They had Dugas shifted over towards first base with the left-hander up, and that one just sneaks by into right center field for a one-out single. Hex now 3 for 4 on the night. We'll bring up Darden, who's 1 for 3. Again, 8 hits tonight for the Cowboys. Darden lined out, smoked a line drive to Thompson last time at shortstop in the 5th inning. He was part of that 5-single 3rd inning. Also drove in a run. Pitch from Dutton, a strike. Drops in the zone. It's 0-1. Dutton checks the runner at first. Now will turn and fire. Just a short lead. Easily back to the base is Hext. McNeese, as we mentioned, the start of tonight's game, 32-18. 12-12 in the always tough Southland Conference. Here's the 0-1. Short of the plate. That'll even it up now. 1 ball, 1 strike. They have finished their Southland Conference slate. They will host Miami of Ohio beginning tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The 1-1 pitch. Jammed him, pops him up. Down the line, third base way. Milazzo calling for it in foul territory, and he will miss it. Tommy White was coming in from third. Milazzo called him off. But again, the catcher just ran it a little too far towards the dugout. The ball came back at him. Couldn't put a glove on it. And that will allow Darden to stay alive. So missed opportunity there for an out. Keeps the count 1 ball and 1 strike. McNeese, by the way, as Jay Johnson, Tiger head coach, alluded to prior to the game, have a chance to win that Southland Conference tournament. Maybe get a chance into the NCAAs. Runner goes. Slow bouncing ground ball to short. Thompson picks it up. Has to unleash to first and does so in time for the 2nd out of the inning. Not an easy play. Again, another slow bouncer. Seen a ton of those tonight.
Yeah, and that's probably an indication that the dirt right in front of that home plate is probably packed a little bit too tight. I'm sure the grounds crew will take note. But there have been a ton of choppers tonight.
But the Southland Conference actually being played at Joe Miller Ballpark in Lake Charles. First delivery. Breaking ball for a strike. Nicely done by Dutton to Gonzalez. The bottom of the order, who's 0 for 2. Did reach base in the 2nd on a walk given up by Blake Money. Potential tying run and scoring position down at 2nd in Hext. There's the 0-1 short of the plate, blocked up by Milazzo, and Hext will dance his way back to 2nd.
'15th outing of the year for Sammy Dutton. All of them have been out of the bullpen.
1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to the right-hander. Ground ball again to Thompson. Again, a slow roller this time. He will throw across to first in time easily to get Gonzalez for the 3rd out of the inning. So Dutton comes in, no runs, 1 hit, 1 man left on. Tigers go to the dugout leading 5-4. Time to stretch it out here at the box on this Tuesday night. 5-4. LSU leads. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility. But it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU getting a challenge tonight from McNeese. They lead as we hit the bottom of the 7th inning. LSU 5, McNeese 4. Dylan Cruz will lead it off for the Tigers. A lot of games across the SEC canceled tonight due to weather, but a couple of games going on and a couple of teams having a little bit of trouble. Not as easy a ride as many would expect. First delivery to Cruz, catches the outside corner from Peyton Tinkler, who continues on the mound, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Tennessee's leading Belmont 8-5, but Belmont actually led that game for a little bit.
Another high chopping ground ball near the third base bag. Harden picks it up.
What a
tough
play.
throw, but a great dig by Hollins at first. Able to take it off the bounce, keep his foot on the bag. Cruz retired, one away.
Yeah, Hollins has had some highlight plays over there on some of his picks tonight, but that was also a great play by the third baseman. He had one chance. That was to get rid of it as quickly as possible because Speeds can pick him up and Cruz can pick him up and put him down.
Tommy White to the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight, including an RBI double in the first. Tinkler misses this one high, and it gets away from Gonzalez. Rolls to the backstop, and it's 1-0. Tommy also reached by way of walk in the third. Grounds it out to the aforementioned third baseman Taylor Harden last time in the 5th inning. Tinkler's 1-0 pitch. Big swing, just missed. Pops it up foul behind the plate. Off speed from Tinkler, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, the final weekend of SEC play. How things will look on Saturday evening. Everybody waiting to see a couple of big-time series across the league. The 1-1. This one a sharply hit ground ball. No chance for Burkell at second base to get near that one. A bouncer into right center field, and Tommy White has his second hit of the night, and he's aboard with 1 out.
It's so hard to believe he's got another year of college baseball because, I mean, it moves too slow for him. I mean, he really does look like a different level hitter. And he has all year, not just tonight against McNeese, but all year long. His ability to let the ball travel and hit it the other way with authority is off the charts.
Cade Beloso stands in 2 for 3 tonight. He tied the game up with a solo home run in the 6th to make it 4-4. And the first pitch from Tinkler, a called strike on the inside corner, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch swung on. Little tap, rolls to the backstop. 0-2 the count. LSU got the long ball in play. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Beloso and Travinsky in back-to-back at bats. Shift is on to the left-handed Beloso. Pitch from Tinkler misses outside. 1-2.
And South Carolina's hosting Charlotte tonight. And currently the Gamecocks trail 7-5 in the bottom of the 7th.
1-2 misses outside. Make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. South Carolina, a ton of momentum. Kept rising, but they have really struggled down the stretch here, not only in midweek, but certainly in conference weekends, as Tinkler lets loose of this one. Nowhere close, high and outside, 3-2.
So, Chris, 9 games were on the schedule tonight, originally. And it looks like only 3 teams will play.
1 out, runner at first. Pitch to Beloso, missed high, ball 4. Tommy White off and running. Now about halfway down, he'll slow up and walk his way to second base. So the walk to Beloso puts runners first and second, and now Hayden Travinski is 1 for 2. And the one was a big one. Solo shot, his 6th of the year to left center field.
Yeah, a chance to make a good night, a great night right here for Travinski.
A right-hander is tossing for the Cowboys down in the bullpen. And the time is called, and they're going to make the change.
Probably a good move. Hayden Travinski hit his 6th home run in 41 at-bats.
So a pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Tigers leading over the Cowboys 5-4. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. LSU with runners first and second. We'll tell you about the new McNeese pitcher when we come back. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
It's good to be able to make a change, to never feel stuck. That's why at Cox, we're making a change too. Now Cox Internet plans are flexible, so you can choose to just go with Internet, add TV tomorrow, or home automation down the line. It's easier than ever to get just what you want and nothing you don't. Flexible plans from Cox. Change anytime. No commitments, no penalties. See for yourself at cox.com/internet. Additional services can be added at then current regular rates. All services subject to residential customer service agreement and acceptable use policy. Restrictions apply.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Hey, Tiger fans, don't miss out on the latest John Deere deals from Sunshine. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. From Alex Box Stadium to your own backyard, the grass is always greener behind the wheel of a John Deere. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Christian Vega going to take over for McNeese. Right-handed hurler, last appearance this past weekend. Sunday's game in the loss to Northwestern State in Natchitoches, where the Cowboys dropped 2 out of 3. They lost that game 8-4. Vega with an appearance, went 1 2/3 innings. Gave up no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. So he'll be called upon here with the Tigers leading 5-4 in a minor threat at the moment. With runners first and second, Hayden Travinski will be at the plate. Fans, visit your local Kubota dealer. See why Kubota, the #1 rated reliable tractor under 100 horsepower in the US of A. Visit LSU-KubotaDealers.com for your nearest Kubota dealer. Test drive a Kubota today.
All right, weren't we talking about Hayden Travinski hitting another home run or something like that?
Says that he does it with pretty good consistency. And just 41 plate appearances on the year with 6 home runs. This delivery short of the plate for ball 1, 1-0.
Let's just see. So the most at bats on the team is 187. That's White and Morgan. Both have 187. So if we had 180 at bats. Jeez.
The 1-0 to Hayden. Stays away. Missed it on the hands. 2 balls, no strikes from Vega. Vega, 4.76 ERA. Has a 3-3 record on the year. 2 saves for the Cowboys. 2-0 to Travinski. Fastball missed low. Now 3 balls, no strikes.
Here's a good count for home run number 7. So will the next pitch be if he takes this for a strike.
3-0. Skips off the dish, ball 4. So the Tigers now with the bases loaded, under 2 outs. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. I'll bring Braden Jobert to the plate. Braden tonight 1 for 1. Has reached base all 3 times. Board on a walk and scored in the 2nd. Hit by a pitch in the 4th. And, of course, had that single to follow up those back-to-back home runs in the 6th inning.
Right guy, right spot. Here we go, 6.
White at third, Beloso at second, Travinski on the walk at first. Delivery to Jobert off speed, strike on the outer half, 0-1. Tigers have the momentum, only a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 7th, 5-4. The 0-1 pitch down in the dirt. Great job by Gonzalez. Sliding over to keep it in front of him. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off the bat and off the leg of Jobert. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tigers again action on Thursday. 6 o'clock first pitch against Georgia at Foley Field. 6 o'clock on Friday, and then conclude with a 12 noon start on Saturday. The team will leave Athens on Sunday, make their way to Hoover, get ready for the 2023 SEC tournament. The 1-2. Called, strike 3. Vega able to put that one right across the plate. Jobert obviously not looking for it. And he's down on strikes, 2 gone. Jay Johnson, interesting last night. I asked him about after tonight's game, that long road stretch. Leaving tomorrow, arriving in Athens.
Yeah, and straight from there to Hoover, right?
He said now with school behind him, exams all done, he kind of likes getting them out of town, and says we can allow them to be engaged yet relax and recover. There's a strike on the first offering to Thompson on the inside corner, surprising Jordan a little bit.
Yeah, after the walk there to Travinski, Vega has really had a good breaking ball.
Bases loaded, the 0-1. Missed
again.
Outside. They'll appeal to first. They say Thompson held back, and it's 1-1. I joked with Coach. I said, you know, I think it's those of us who have a few more years on players that we enjoy being in our own beds and staying at home. And I'm not sure that it mattered much to me between the ages of 18 and 22. And I imagine the same is true for these Tigers. The 1-1. Fastball, a strike at the knees. And again, Jordan thought it was a tad low, but he falls behind him to count 1-2. Bases loaded here. Tigers lead by 1. A chance to open it up. But with 2 outs, the 1-2. And a foul tip off the bat of Thompson will keep him alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tiger fans, get ready to taste victory with a Victory Grill from Barbecue Guys. Get your Victory Grill today. Become a backyard barbecue champ only at bbqguys.com. White at third, Beloso at second, Travinski at first with 2 down. The 1-2 to Thompson. And a swing and a miss. So after giving up the walk, Christian Vegas settles down nicely for Coach Justin Hill and the Cowboys and avoids disaster here in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers get no runs, 1 hit. They leave the bases loaded. We head to the top of the 8th inning. LSU leading 5-4. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
At Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our top priority is customer comfort. For over 20 years, Southern Air has been dedicated to providing honest pricing with no surprises and passing along their savings to you. Call them today to receive $50 off any AC or plumbing repair, or take advantage of their special financing with no money down and low monthly payments. Call them today at 225-777-8888. That's Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Hey, Baton Rouge, don't go to just settle for boring old frozen pizza for dinner. Head over to Fat Boys Pizza, where size matters. Come check out their large pies that measure 30 inches across, but the number scarcely does it justice. When you see their 30-inch pie, your whole world got smaller, and your idea of pizza got bigger. From delicious pizza choices, chicken wings, garlic knots, and so much more, stop by Fat Boys Pizza, located on Nicholson Drive in Baton Rouge, or visit them online at eatfatboyspizza.com. NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
The powerhouse of college baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Still a tight game here on this Tuesday night. LSU leading 5-4 over McNeese. Cowboys come to the plate, top of the order. Braden Duhan to lead it off. First pitch from Sam Dutton, a breaking ball that misses. Comes back with a fastball on the 1-0. Catches the outside corner. It's 1-1. Tigers tonight, 5 runs, 7 hits, including 2 home runs. They have 4 errors. They've left 9 men on base. Dutton just missed with this one outside. 2-1. McNeese, 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They've left 11 men on. 2-1 from Dutton. In the air, left field. Morgan going back. Plenty of room. Gets over in time, and he will make the play for out number 1. So Duhan retired, and that will bring Harden to the plate. See a little tossing going on for the Tigers down in the bullpen. Again, Blake Money with the start tonight. Griffin Herring would take over. Now we see Sam Dutton.
Gavin Guidry down there, one of those guys. Looks like Thatcher Hurd, too. I like Sammy Dutton right now. Getting ahead, staying ahead.
Peyton Harden stands in. Left-hander takes the first pitch and a strike on the outside corner. Dutton an inning and a third, giving up just 1 hit. No walks, 1 strikeout thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Just low and outside. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Need this to be a quick, uneventful inning.
1-1 from Dutton. Swing lifted to center field. Cruz, though, settling back. Waits on it and gloves it for out number 2. So Harden retired. Quickly 2 down. Bring Leslie to the plate for the Cowboys tonight in the 3-hole, 0 for 4.
Can't have a 1-2-3 inning without getting the first 2. Tigers have done that on multiple occasions tonight. Got to finish it off here.
Dutton fires it to the right-hander, and it's just short of the plate. Off speed, 1-0. Again, a number of guys still continuing to audition in this pitching staff, as here's a ground ball. Backhanded by Thompson at short. The throw's going to be low. Travinsky digs it out. They'll say safe. Looked like our first base umpire, Jeremy Hayes, was looking to see if he controlled it. Not sure if he thought the throw was behind the speedy Leslie. I think he was trying to see if Travinsky gloved it cleanly, but doesn't look like initially we're going to get. The umpires certainly don't think there's any reason to look at it. The Tigers have already used their challenges. We'll watch it here. Nope, just took a slow bounce. He tried to keep the hand over top of the ball in the glove, but didn't really skip to the first baseman. Took a bounce and rose. So now at the plate, Obregon swings and misses. It's 0-1. Runner at first, and again, hard to get a clean 3 up, 3 down against the Cowboys tonight.
It hasn't happened. We haven't had a 1-2-3 inning yet. The closest was the 4th inning with a leadoff walk, and then we went 1-2-3 right after that.
Missed low and away from Dutton. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mentioned the auditions not only for a Game 3 starter, but I think over the last 2 weekends, also where you are, where you need to be out of the bullpen.
Every bullpen position is available.
The 1-1. Hit in the air to center field. Cruz on the way in, but it takes a bounce in front of him, and now we'll have a 2-out single. Back-to-back singles. That one, Obregon arrives safely, and runners now first and second. Looks like we'll get a pinch runner here for the Cowboys.
And we'll see if Jay Johnson elects to go to the bullpen here. Again, he's got Gavin Guidry. Looks like he's ready down there. And Thatcher Hurd's just starting to toss. Nope, he's going to stick with Dutton here. I like the move.
Well, we have a pinch runner, number 47. No 47 on the roster, so.
There's a pinch runner for McNeese who will get his ID in just a moment.
Bill Franquez.
He rarely doesn't have the answer for the number. But
I was waiting on Bill, but
we were.
Bill didn't have it either, so. We're not sure. There's not a 47 on their roster, not a 47 online. So, number 47 comes into pinch run at first base.
That could just be some guy they pulled from the stands for all we know.
1 ball, no strikes on the first offering to Burkell. Runners first and second with 2 outs. Yeah, when in doubt, trust Bill Franquez. And when Bill has no answers, uh-oh.
There are none. Yeah.
The 1-0. Swing and a miss. And to chase a fastball up in the zone, evens the count 1-1. Yeah, I think it's important here. I also like the move. Stick with Dutton here, see if he can find this third out.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things these bullpen guys need is some confidence.
Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball short of the plate. Milazzo has to chase it out in front. He does so. It's 2-1. Confidence is big. The second part of that is being able to work out of semi-jams, a little bit of trouble.
You can't duplicate this, in practice. This only happens in games, and here's a great opportunity for Dutton.
2-1 the count. Runners first and second, and the pitch fouled back towards us. Thankfully, the screen is there, and it's now 2-2. So with 2 men on, 2 outs, and a 2-2 count. Deuce is wild, as they say. And we'll see if Dutton can get the Tigers back in the dugout here. They lead 5-4. Top of the 8th inning.
Here's the make it happen pitch.
Dutton's 2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Oh, come on.
Not sure where it
They're
missed.
so scared to miss. The umpires these days, just so scared to miss, but that's a strike.
Three and 2 now the count with runners first and second. Dutton fires. High chopper again. Charging in. Travinsky will throw to Dutton, covering at first in time for out number 3. So the Cowboys again, no runs, 2 hits. They leave 2 men on. They trail LSU 5-4. We head to the bottom of the 8th here at the box. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music.
Ah, this is Mommy's jam.
Then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
We always picture the SEC student athlete for their speed, their vertical, their agility, but it's time we picture them for more. For their campus voice, their community outreach, and for the simple fact that 20 years later, they're still someone's pride and joy. More than students, more than athletes. In the SEC, it just means more.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
5-4. LSU leading by 1 over McNeese. Alex Milazzo will lead it off. Then top of the order, Dugas and Morgan. The Tigers 5-run on 7 hits. 2 big home runs tonight. Beloso and Travinsky back-to-back. Got the Tigers back on top after 6 innings. McNeese, though, pesky as can be. 4 runs on 10 hits. They've left 13 men on base.
Like a horsefly. Just won't leave you alone.
Christian Vega continues. Settled down after coming into the game. He'll face Milazzo, who's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. He's got the control on the curve and gets ahead 0-1. One of the great things about having Doug Thompson in the booth.
I was just about to talk about this.
Well, how great you are?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
No, not that.
Okay. First the 0-1. Here's a ground ball down the line at first. Nice snag over there by Hollins, but he couldn't handle the exchange. He was looking to throw it to Vega coming over to first, but could not get it out and make the throw. So Milazzo will arrive safely.
He just panicked. Just couldn't find the ball. Similar to the what happened to Griffin Herring earlier today. I mean, he had plenty of time and just fumbled it around.
What a great play and a dive towards the line, but couldn't finish the play, and the Tigers will try to take advantage of that with a leadoff man aboard. Now back to the top of the order, and Gavin Dugas. Gavin 1 for 4, had his first hit back in the 6th inning. First pitch, and Dugas slaps it, but foul down the line and left. One of the great pleasures is having some of the greats, not just some, a lot of the greats of LSU baseball over the years to come by and say hello to Doug. I get the opportunity to introduce myself and say hey, but we see some great ones who come by here and make a visit. The 0-1. Nice pitch by Vega on the inside corner, gets ahead 0-2.
I was just about to say that's one of my favorite parts of being up here is for you to meet some of the buddies that I play with. And before that, of course, as well, we always get to see Brian Bennett. We just saw Eric Berthelot, a great teammate, a great dude all around.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. And Dugas down on strikes. So the first out of the inning. Again, Vega doing a good job settling in. Of course, they give Milazzo the single, but he's got to be a little frustrated they weren't able to get that first out.
Yeah, Milazzo getting a single there, and Cruz not getting a single on that shot that he hit down the third baseline earlier. We're going to have to talk a little bit after this.
Trey Morgan stands in. Trey 0 for 4, due for something, and the first pitch inside brushes him back. It's 1-0.
No, but Eric Berthelot, one of those those glue guys. Just the locker room wouldn't be the same without that guy in it, regardless of how much he's out there on the field or not.
1 ball, no strikes. Runner at first, 1 down. The fastball from Vega off the mark outside, and it's 2-0. By the way, want to give credit. We had a pinch runner come in with the number 47 for McNeese. It's actually Connor Westenberg, we were told, who on the roster is wearing number 15. So we want to
forgot his jersey.
We give Westerberg a little credit. Runner goes. The throw down to second. Going to bounce, but the throw was in time, but mishandled at short by Leslie. The ball gets away from him, and Milazzo in with a stolen base.
Look at Milazzo with the wheels out there.
It was a one-hopper from Gonzalez. And again, it looked like the throw was there, but...
Oh, it beat him.
Yep.
But
Leslie couldn't hold on.
Just spinning around in the glove a little too much.
So the Tigers get a runner in scoring position with less than 2 outs. The 3-0 to Morgan is a strike at the letters on the outer half to make it 3-1.
By the way, Eric Berthelot had some big innings in the College World Series in 1997 against Stanford, if I recall correctly.
Here's the 3-1 to Morgan. Missed inside, ball 4. So Morgan will reach base for the second time tonight. And with 1 out, the Tigers have runners first and second, and we will see Mr. Dylan Cruz.
Yeah, that's the 9th free pass tonight, 10th if you include the error they made, but 9th free pass, 3 hit by pitches, and 6 walks for the Cowboys pitching staff.
So now Cruz, who got aboard on an error in the first, Reach base streak extended, now looking for a hit. And with runners first and second and a 1-run lead, he certainly wants one.
I want one for him. This game is filled with peaks and valleys, even if your name is Ted Williams.
The 1-0 to Cruz. Stays away, drops in low. 2 balls, no strikes. Delivery. Chopper, slow bouncer in the grass at third. Harden comes in, throws to first. It gets away from Hollins. That will allow Milazzo, reaching third, to come in to score. They're just now picking the baseball up. Cruz safe at first. Milazzo scores. Morgan into third, and the Tigers extend their lead 6-4. You knew that was trouble off the bat.
That was trouble off the bat. Again, Cruz can really move down the line. They've not again awarded hit or error there. I think that's a hit all day. Not an easy play at all. I don't know. Maybe it was an error. Yep, they gave it an error.
Third baseman, Tommy White.
Runners on the corners, just one out. Tommy White to the plate. Fastball from Vega misses in at the hands. 1-0. I get asked a lot, what do you love about college athletics? And Dylan Cruz is normally one of the answers I give, just simply because he had a chance, a big chance, to go right into pro baseball, but he wanted the experience. He wanted it here at LSU, and he is just a prototypical student athlete as Tommy White ropes one high in the air. Major league pop fly to left center. Harden has to wait on it. Eventually it comes down. Trey Morgan will tag up. He will come in and score, and sac fly RBI for Tommy White. That's number 86 this season. And the Tigers add one more. It's 7-4 LSU.
Yeah, that one scraped the stars. You can't hit it much higher than that. If he'd have just got a couple degrees lower, that would have been a very, very long home run.
So with 2 down, Cruz still at first. We'll see Cade Beloso.
By the way, he's in, I think it's 6th all-time by himself now, passing up Wes Grisham with 86 RBIs.
Vega fires, and the pitch misses high.
Talk about a great player, Wes Grisham. Ooh.
Is he going to stop by tonight?
Oh, I wish. You know, him and Eric Berthelot are good buddies. Maybe so.
1 ball, no strikes to Beloso. Now a turn and a throw over to keep an eye on Cruz, who slides back safely. Cade tonight 2 for 3. Good to see him swinging the bat well. Joined that double-digit home run club. Had the solo home run in the 6th. Tie the game at 4-all. There's a strike on the inside corner. Evens it up, 1 ball and 1 strike.
And when you think about, you know, Tommy White's season, he had the injury, missed 3 or 4 games, and then all the 10-run rules. I mean, I think it's safe to say he's probably another 10, 12, 15 at bats shy of what if the 10-run rule weren't a thing this year.
Here's the 1-1. Down the middle for a strike. Beloso behind in the count 1-2.
14 10-run rules, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to think there's probably at least 12 at bats in there. The 3 or 4 games he missed, there's probably another 15, 20 at bats that he did not get to participate in.
Another throw over to keep an eye on Cruz. He slides back head first. Still 1-2 the count to Beloso. Tigers now lead 7-4. 7 runs on 9 hits. 4 errors stands out. McNeese still 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. Setting up outside to Beloso. The pitch is there, but low. Evens a count 2-2.
I'm pretty sure 4 errors this year is the most in a game. I'll let you know for sure.
Tigers 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error by the Cowboys here in the bottom of the 8th. 2-2 to Beloso. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes as Vega records his 4th strikeout of the night. But the Tigers do extend their lead. 2 runs on 2 hits. One man left on. The Cowboys commit one error. It's now 7-4 LSU. Last chance for McNeese. Top of the ninth coming up. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Oh, man, I'm glad you're here. Sit down and visit with me, Mom. I'm making it all ready for supper with my family tonight. I can't wait to hug my grandbabies and pass a good time over some good food. Ooh, I better start my rice. You know, it seems like all the best meals start by cooking some rice. Cajun country rice, of course. It's what you gotta have when you're cooking with love. I pick it up down the street at the grocery store, and I can even buy it online at CajunCountryRice.com. Y'all stay and eat. There's plenty, yeah.
Hi, I'm Kevin Falk, LSU Hall of Famer. My years at LSU were amazing. I've always loved celebrating with my teammates, especially when someone was serving up some delicious Manda salsa. For a lot of Tiger fans, it's just not game day without Manda in the mix. Serving top quality sauces and original seasoning is Manda's strong side. But it's not Manda's flavor that's always got me running back for more. You get it? Running back for more. After 75 years, the flavor still says it all. Manda Fine Meats, the official smoke sauce of LSU Athletics.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit LSUMKC.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU carries a 3-run lead into the top of the ninth inning. They lead 7-4 over McNeese. Leading off for the Cowboys, Brayley Hollins, a right-hander, is Sam Dutton. Gets ahead quickly after a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Couple of changes. Trey Morgan moves from left field to first base defensively for LSU. Josh Stevenson takes over in left. And Paxton Kling takes over for Joe Bear in right field. And here's a knock and a base hit into left off the bat of Hollins. Gets his second hit of the night. And the leadoff man aboard for the Cowboys in a 3-run game.
Yeah, an 0-2 pitch there. That's not the one you want. Sammy just left a curveball, sorry. Up in the wheelhouse there. The hitter's looking for off speed. When he sees it up there in the zone, really easy for him to get that barrel through. Gonna have to pitch around that, try to get a double play ball here.
Cooper Hex now will stand in, a left-hander. He's 3 for 4 tonight. 3 singles, driven in a run with a base hit in the third. Dutton comes inside and low, and it's called strike 0-1 with a fastball. The runner in first and Hollins. Here's a ground ball hit through the 6-0 with Thompson playing shaded to second base. Back-to-back singles to left. And 2 men aboard here with nobody out. And that brings Jay Johnson out of the dugout quickly. And expecting to make a change here with a 3-run lead, 7-4.
Yeah, he just made the call. He'll go to Gavin Guidry here with first and second and no outs. Tough outing, or tough way to end it there for Sammy Dutton, who really pitched well the first 2 innings. Threw strikes, got ahead, and that's what Jay Johnson's looking for at this moment.
Pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Cowboys with runners first and second. LSU leading 7-4 here in the top of the ninth. Get back to it after this. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
It takes true grit to wake up every morning dedicated to a higher standard of work. At H&E Equipment Services, we're leveraging our national fleet of equipment with a local approach, working closely with customers to understand their needs and provide them reliability, fair prices, and the support of a first-class service team. We're an equipment company, run by equipment people. Where others stop, we continue. H&E Equipment Services, the higher standard in equipment rentals, sales, parts, and service.
Louisiana Lottery's Top 5 Hits. First up, hit $100. This game is loaded with $100 prizes. Next, climbing the chart is hit $200 with $200 prizes. Holding steady is hit $300 with lots of $300 prizes. A hard act to follow, hit $500 full of $500 prizes. And rocking its way to the top of the chart is hit $5,000 loaded with $5,000 prizes.
Spin your hit today and play the hit family of games from the lottery. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Gavin Guidry going to take over here, top of the ninth inning with LSU leading 7-4. It's been once again a back and forth affair tonight. LSU had a 3-0 lead earlier, tied 3-3. McNeese would enjoy a 4-3 lead. Not very long. LSU eventually got back on top 5-4. They added a couple of more there in the bottom of the eighth inning. But now the Cowboys runners first and second. Guidry takes over at the plate. Taylor Darden, a right-hander. Righty on righty matchup, and Guidry delivers, misses low, ball one.
Gavin Guidry is making his 14th appearance of the year. He's worked 15 2/3 innings, allowed 12 hits, 11 runs, 8 earned. He has 10 walks and 23 strikeouts.
Here's the 1-0. Missed outside. Ball 2-2-0.
Guidry's 3-0 on the year. Comes in out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. Went to Barb. Of course, probably or likely very familiar with several of these McNeese players.
2-0. There's the strike at the letters. Outer half. Fastball makes it 2-1.
Got to be at least a bar buck or two out there. There is.
Runners first and second, nobody out. Guidry's 2-1 pitch. Again, same place. Outside corner called strike 2-2. A couple of big moments for Guidry in his freshman campaign. The first comes to mind on the road at South Carolina. The 2-2. Called strike 3. Records the punch out. One gone here in the top of the ninth. One down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Beautiful pitch by Guidry.
Yeah, it was. And he's got great makeup for a freshman. I mean, he really competes hard out there. He wants to be out there. He wants to be in the moment. One of those type kids that hopes the ball's hit to him every play.
Hunter is pitch hitting for Gonzalez.
So a pinch hitter coming to the plate.
Cade Hunter.
Cade Hunter, a right-hander. Hunter, a senior out of Comfort, Texas, as this pitch down in the dirt outside, but a great job, and he'll get a hand for the effort to block that up. Alex Milazzo keeping the runners at first and second. It's 1-0.
Cade Hunter hitting 171 on the year.
Just his 36th plate appearance. Pitch to the right-hander, popped up foul back behind the plate, evens it up 1-1.
Thatcher Hurd still staying loose down in that Tiger bullpen.
Here's the delivery, missed high from Guidry, 2-1. Cowboys again. Hunter, the potential tying run at the plate. They've got Hollins at second. Hext at first base. One down, top of the ninth. They trail 7-4. 2-1 from Guidry.
Another good one.
Oh, wow. Good looking pitch. Just missed the outside corner. 3-1.
Yeah, you need that one to be where the strike 3 was on the batter before. Might have missed a little bit off the outside corner there.
So now with the runners first and second, 3-1 pitch. Hit in the air, down the line in right. Kling will give it a look, but it'll find its way 4 rows up into the seats out of play, and it's now 3-2.
It's a nice pitch there for Gavin Guidry to get back in this count. Last thing you want to do is issue a free pass here and go back to the top of the lineup.
So Hunter, the pinch hitter. The payoff delivery, and he'll stay alive, fouling it back into the screen.
There's an off-speed pitch there. You see how much confidence Wes Johnson has, and Gavin Guidry's off-speed.
Runners take their lead, first and second with one out, top of the ninth. Tigers up 7-4. Payoff pitch, called strike three. This time he gets on her. Painted the outside corner. Guidry with 2 punch outs. He's fired up as he should be. Now he will quickly calm down, get back on the bump, top of the order. Braden Duhan to the plate. He's 0 for 4. Did reach on an error in the 6th. Got aboard on a walk in the 4th inning. So Guidry, the freshman out of Lake Charles, taking on the Cowboys of McNeese with a chance to wrap it up in purple and gold, with the Tigers leading 7-4 here in the top of the ninth. First pitch to the left-hander. Just missed inside. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Misses high. 2 balls, no strikes. Hollins with a leadoff second. Hex with a big leadoff of first. The 2-0 pitch misses low from Guidry. Now 3-0. Pitch. Missed high and outside, ball 4. That's going to load the bases now. Brings up Peyton Harden, who's 1 for 5 tonight. And that's going to bring Jay Johnson out of the dugout. And he will make a change.
Going to go to Thatcher Hurd. 2 strikeouts and a walk there from Guidry. And they're going to stay with a right-hander to face this left-handed hitter.
So another pitching change powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. LSU leading 7-4 here on a Tuesday night. Bases loaded for McNeese. 2 down, top of the ninth. Back after this. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Tiger fans, with awesome John Deere deals by Sunshine, you'll never strike out. Ask us about tractor packages with 0% financing available. When you're looking for excellent products to help you get the job done, look no further than Sunshine Quality Solutions. Learn more at sunequip.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Offer ends May 28, 2023.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Just For You deals is now Albertsons For You. It's everything you love about Just For You with all new perks. Get rewarded for just being you, including personalized deals, a free item every month, and even a treat on your birthday. With Albertsons For You, you earn points every time you shop and redeem them for discounts on groceries and more. Brand new Albertsons For You members receive $5 off their next $25 or more purchase just for signing up. Download the Albertsons app or simply update your existing mobile app to see your all-new, all-awesome perks. Albertsons. Fresh foods, local flavors. Support your LSU Tigers with Hancock Whitney, the official bank of LSU athletics. From game day to the offseason, Hancock Whitney LSU credit and debit cards are a big win for any Tiger fan. Want to get your paws on these cards? Well, apply online or visit HancockWhitney.com/LSU. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC. All accounts subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions may apply.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the ninth inning here at the box, 7-4. LSU leading by 3. The Cowboys, though, have loaded the bases. Thatcher Hurd called upon out of the bullpen. He'll take over. He's charged with trying to find the third out and finish this game tonight for LSU to pick up their 40th win in regular season play. Trying to do so to pick up that 40-win mark in the regular season for the first time since 2015. The Tigers went 47-9.
Yeah, Thatcher enters with a 7.07 ERA. He is 3-2 in 16 appearances. This will be his 17th, actually. He's made 9 starts, 35 2/3 innings of work. He's allowed 39 hits, 29 runs, 28 have been earned. He has 28 walks and 50 strikeouts.
With the bases loaded, Peyton Harden at the plate. The pitch to the left-hander, big swing and a miss.
Well, 96-mile-an-hour heater.
It's 0-1 to Harden again, who's 1 for 5, had a base hit in the 6th inning. Couple of ground outs, couple of flyouts tonight. Hollins at third, Hext at second, Duhan at first. The 0-1 short of the plate, and it evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'll tell you what Milazzo just did, blocking up that, or picking that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Not easy.
Two outs, bases loaded, the 1-1. Beautiful pitch across the plate. Breaking ball gets him ahead, 1-2. So Thatcher Hurd looks in, 2 outs, bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball to first. Morgan gonna glove it. He will go to first, step on the bag. Tigers win. Tigers win 7-4, the victory tonight here at the box to wrap up the home regular season slate. The Tigers move to 40-12 on the season. They remain 17-9 in SEC play. For McNeese, good effort tonight for the Cowboys. They come up short, 32-19 is their overall record. They remain 12-12 in Southland Conference play. Tigers travel tomorrow to Athens. It'll be Georgia and LSU. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from Foley Field in Athens, Georgia. The Tigers win tonight, though. 7-4 is their final. Coming up later on, we'll have the Fighting Tiger 10th Inning Show presented by Women's Hospital. We'll have your final game stats, player of the game, scores around the SEC, and a visit with head coach Jay Johnson. All done tonight. 7-4. LSU wins over McNeese. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball.
Albertsons is making